Involuntary Interns, a D&D group, played basically all family members. So my kids, my sister, her kid, and her husband join us. So we are joined, in fact, by my sister, who plays Rowan, the gnome sorcerer.
We're live.
We are also joined by Wesley, the Dragonborn Paladin. We've got Gary, the human cleric.
Hello, children.
Yes. Manufacturing wing of Gary's Berries.
Yes.
Coming to a town near you, Gary'sBerries.com. No, don't go to Gary'sBerries.com.
Yeah, don't go there. So, and then joining us is also my daughter playing as Nora, the wood elf rogue, and we have Pressure, the high elf bard. So we
coming soon.
started in, got tasked by Omen to check out some damage from a earthquake, along with a pair of guards who have gone missing.
Thank you, sweetie.
One of them is no longer missing, unfortunately. And then we also recently found some traps. We got tossed into them. Some of us turned green. We're still green, very bright green, very noticeably green. And
Yes, beautifully green.
found a spider, found a goblin, killed the
Yes.
spider, didn't kill the goblin,
That thing.
and have defeated a carrion crawler
Yes.
with Wesley. Did you kill that one? No, you killed the spider. That's right. Nora got
Yeah,
it.
Nora.
Yeah, I tried
Nora.
to throw my dagger at it.
You tried to throw your dagger at it. How'd that go?
It failed.
It failed. Yeah, you're not so much at the throwing the daggers at it thing.
It almost hit my name, but I might move.
You're more of a
Stabby with the big sharp thing.
big
Wesley
weapon.
found a new sword.
Yes, he
I
did.
found his old one. Da, da, da.
So, and when we last left Arky Rose, there was a discussion around staying the night in this tavern.
We are going to rest for a long time.
I will keep watch since I don't need to rest.
You do need to rest for 4 hours.
You just need half.
But you
so
can
what
do.
you can do is we're both elves, so you can stay up for half of the watch, and I can stay up for the other half. Yeah, me and I will keep watch.
Are you full elf? Yes, you're a wood elf. Okay.
Yeah, wood elf and high elf. So 4 hours is all you need to rest.
Yep.
So the two of you have watch.
Yep.
Are you okay with that? Everyone else?
I sleep hard.
Do you gain any hit points when you rest?
And when you rest, you regain all of your hit points. If you have spent any hit dice, then you get half of those hit dice left. I don't think we spent any hit dice because we didn't do any short rests throughout the day. Who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
You have the awesome job of just sleeping and relaxing. To take a long rest, you need 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep, along with kind of 2 hours of just chilling before and after, like 1 hour before, 1 after, or 2 hours after, something like that. So you got 2 hours where you can study or pray or devote yourself or train. You have 6 hours you have to sleep if you're a normal person. If you're an elf, you only need 4. But you still want a couple hours to
Wait, is it
prepare.
in-game or...
In-game.
This is in-game. Yeah. We don't sit here for 6 hours and then like look at each other. We have the
I could probably do it. Take a nap.
we have the benefit of being able to control time.
You are a god DM,
That's correct.
and the god decides.
I'm the god of time, the god of
Space.
places,
You are God.
space.
You are the God
You are
of
the
the
god of
world.
the space-time continuum.
You control
Pretty
the
much.
horizontal. You control the vertical.
It is surprisingly not that empowering.
It's mine.
Just kidding.
My fluffy.
Oh, by the way, are we unmuted for sure?
We can double check, but I'm fairly certain we are in fact unmuted.
Yes, we are. I just saw it before we are.
You saw it? There we are. We can see the doobly-doo going back and forth.
Okay.
So I think we're good there.
Now the rest is between.
Oh, I want to, I have to go to Twitch and change the name, because I'm still on session 1 on the name. It's fine. Alright, so who was taking first watch?
Ellie.
Alright, so I'm assuming you're going to take second.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this misbehaving? Alright, I would like you both to roll perception. Please for me.
If Gary dies in his sleep, he will be very upset with you guys.
If something attacks, call me.
18. 9.
Alrighty.
Oh, I pray and I do my devotionals to get my
Who's
spells
first?
back.
Who's first? I'm sorry, I asked that again. Okay.
I got 18.
So you are in charge, and you set yourself in a nice, comfortable place where everyone unrolls their packs and their bedrolls. You get a little fire going.
Do I erase this?
What do you raise? Yep, you now have your max. So if you've used any inspiration, you get that max. If you used any hit dice, you get that max. You get your points for your divine sense, along with your lay on hands. You have those back.
And he can do some fun.
Spell slots are all back.
Yep, you regain your spell slots. So anything you need to go there. Your watch is uneventful. It's a little bit weird being in a cavern overnight. Not something you've done a lot of. But you're going to keep everyone safe. It's pretty quiet down here overall once you kill all the creepy crawlies.
May I quietly look around, like, stay close to Kyler?
Sure, we're in the cavern right now that the carrion crawler was layered in. We had found that pile of armor, and did you guys go through that at all?
We found the sword, the skull sword,
That's
I
right.
found the sword.
and
We gave it to Wesley. Wesley gave
Okay.
it a sword.
So you've gone through that. There's scraps and bits of like tattered, leather and padding, wool padding.
Can I resell my armor because it got broken?
You can, do some repairs and some general maintenance. You can use that for material that you might need. So, are you trying to change the look or just kind of fix any tears or cracks that may have
Fix
happened?
it.
Okay, just fixing it.
It's
Okay.
like a giant.
You keep up with it. You get some pieces that kind of might be a little bit better for it. And give it a good oiling while you're at it.
Sorry.
Your 4 hours pass, and you wake up pressure and go into your meditative state. And pressure, much like Nora's, it's a pretty uneventful time. Again, it's a little bit weird being underground. You hear a little bit of dripping here and there every once in a while as something, some condensation comes off the roof. But nothing worrisome as far as like animal or noises of other creatures. Even Wesley sleeps pretty quietly. So, for a dragonborn. So your shift passes, your time wakes up. If anyone, write down any spells or anything that you need to prep.
Not me, because
Do you
I
have
don't
what you need
any.
there, Gary?
Yeah,
Make your
Have
Gary
you?
berries restored.
I'm going to. I'm right when we start at the beginning of the morning.
This morning.
Oh, then Gary berries for all.
Yay!
10 Gary berries.
Yeah.
That's 2 Gary berries a person.
I eat one and
And it's-
save one.
It's
You
a
wanna say
D.
Wait,
It's +3.
It's
But if you're at max
+4.
health, you don't get anything.
Wait,
It's +4 health.
actually,
Not 3.
you don't have
But
to use it
it's 1 for the
because
berry, 3 for the
during
life.
sleep you restore all your hit points. Like,
Yes, but you need to eat.
It does give you food for the day if you want.
Yes.
But you don't. You can also wait till someone stabs you and then get your food and heal. if you want.
Okay, then I
You're
will
fine
save.
too. You're more. Maybe something within the berry compels you to just take one now.
Gary
No.
They feel.
berries.
They give you a nice little pep as well. Little
2
rush.
Gary berries.
You have 2 Gary berries.
I eat it because breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
It is
New
about 8
company
o'clock in the morning.
coming to town. Gary berries, get them right now.
When you're adventuring, it's best to go hungry. Speaking of, isn't there a berry salad somewhere?
That's for later.
For our
Okay.
break, apparently.
Okay.
So, we're good.
I thought that was thematic.
No.
Gary berry salad.
Did you make it?
No.
Well, then. It's known berry salad right now.
Alright.
So. Alrighty. So you guys wake up refreshed, take care of what you need to do. Does anyone have any questions about what they regain or anything like that? Have you got it pretty well set? If you have any questions, let me know, okay? So.
Organizing my dice.
And, you see Gorkov kind of hanging around the north side of the cavern, which is the exit out of here. And he seems to be checking it out. So, what do you guys want to do?
Let's get out of here.
Alright, so your exit that you are aware of is basically to the north, just to the right of that. Alright, are you in the same order, or?
Shortest to tallest.
Shortest to tallest?
Tallest to shortest.
Tallest to shortest.
So I'm first.
I asked Gorkov if he knows what lies that direction.
Gorkov? Split. We came in from where you came, and then the crawler and Carehorn gave it a solid blow and ran.
Where did Carhorn meet his fate?
North.
We're looking for him.
Alright. Let's go. Lead the way, young Wesley.
Do you know something about Carehorn?
We only know what's this way. We don't know what's that way.
Carehorn's not a guard.
Well, yeah, he's a corpse now. Right?
No.
Negative.
You're talking about Boot? Captain Commander Commodore Boot?
The goblin said that the party he with would die.
Yeah.
The party is with died. That was a while ago.
Oh, it's
A
not
long
recent.
time ago.
I
No.
thought there was something like in a couple rooms. These
No. Gorkov was part of an adventuring party with Carehorn.
Gotcha.
Carehorn and Gorkov's party found something. Carehorn and Gorkov went to go research it, came back, and found out that this device had killed everyone in the party. Now they're trying to destroy it.
Gotcha.
There was something that Carehorn discovered would be down here that he thinks could destroy it.
Okay.
And
Come on,
so
children.
they came down together to finally
This-
to kind of avenge their
I'm not
party
sure.
and friends. It's
Gotcha.
Does Calhoun have the device?
Sorry
on
for
him?
being so slow.
Carehorn has the device.
Okay.
So
Well, we're traveling north. You're welcome to join us, right? Anyone has issues with the goblin joining us?
No. No friend.
Okay.
I'll certainly resign.
I don't trust them, but
Neither
really,
do I.
it's another body.
We can have them in front of us, or we can have them in our back. Which would you prefer?
But
But not in front of me.
I go first.
Wesley can defend himself, put him in the back, meat shield. Don't tell him I said that.
Wesley?
Wesley's friends.
Wesley's front.
And
Yep.
the goblin in the back, so he can stab you in the back without even having to sneak around behind
Hey,
you.
let's not visit the intentions of the goblins. Let's just continue on.
He can join our party. He can be in the center.
You be in center.
He's short like Rowan.
So you can be in front of Rowan if we're single file.
You are about the same size.
If
can
we
be
do
in
2
front
by
of me.
2, we can do it by size.
You are lucky it's not a kobold. Kobolds and gnomes hate each other.
Yes.
The kobold's god got tricked by the gnome's god to be forever.
So kobolds hate gnomes. Gnomes just kind of.
No, gnomes hate him too. No, there's
Yeah,
a
no,
blood
it goes
feud.
both
Oh.
ways.
It's one of the worst feuds. It's like elves and dwarves nothing, goblins, dwarves nothing. No, kobolds and
No,
gnomes.
goblins and dwarves are. a
That
big
goes back
deal.
too. Sure.
And elves and orcs. But that's like first edition hatred.
He's
But anyway, let's continue on.
So,
5th
All
edition
right.
is so much more loving and inclusive.
who's got point?
Wesley.
All right, make perception check.
So,
Are we doing 2 by 2 or single file? Group.
Fire.
Alright.
2-2.
And I am behind Wesley.
14. Okay. So you start hearing something, so you have everyone stop. You listen more intently, and all of y'all can hear it now. You hear kind of like a hup, yo, hip, yo.
Alright.
Echoing
Does
through
any
the
of
halls.
us recognize the language?
I think this is a song.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like-
working together. Everyone to lift at the same
It's
time.
like the seven gnomes mining. Like something like that.
Go
Dwarves.
sneak
Dwarves,
forward,
not
sneak
gnomes.
forward,
Same difference.
sneak forward and find out what it is.
It's like
know
the
what I
gnomes with
meant.
beards mining.
So, alright, well, Gorkov, basically motions y'all, and then the two eyes down the tunnel, and he goes scurrying off.
Whoa, no he doesn't. That's gonna be a to hit, because I'm going to capture him.
Okay.
He gets away. Now I've got a 9 plus...
Roll advantage, he's not aware of you.
Alright. An 8 and a 9.
All
So,
right.
hold on, let me see what my bonuses are.
This will be strength
Yep.
bonus.
Yep. So 0. It's an 8 and a 9.
Okay.
He gets away.
Alright. So yeah, you clutch at him, he doesn't even notice, and he scurries off down at the edge. Is anyone going with him or anything?
I run with him.
Okay.
So you start going down there, he goes... He points you to go back.
Wesley, you're wearing like a
Making a
full kitchen
million.
worth of pots and pans.
Okay, goodbye.
Because you're super loud, yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
go with them?
I'm
Table.
quiet, I'm sneaky and quiet.
Roll yourself.
Go.
I'm not sneaky.
Yeah, you try to
roll what?
slow
I
down.
glow in
D20
the
and stealth
dark.
is a skill.
Okay.
You're shouting.
That's...
I also sneak.
You have
Oh.
your armor doesn't allow you to sneak. It
19.
goes clankety clank.
There are lots of times where you are the person to do a job. This probably isn't one of them.
I got 19.
Renee,
19.
what
Okay.
level do you get silence?
So yeah, he sees you coming,
I don't know, but I don't have it.
looks at you for like 2 or 3 seconds, and just kind of nods. You guys continue down the path, and you come across a, or you start to see ahead. You have dark vision. Yep. So you don't need any light. Neither does Gorkov.
Wait, so is Emily with I'm with Gorgon?
They're sneaking up ahead.
Okay.
So it's not too far up. Maybe 150 feet or so. Another 100 yards down the hall. It starts to curve slightly, but you can see that just on the other side of that curve, the room expands quite a bit, and you see some sort of movement, no more than like knee height, in the room, and you hear that hup, hup, and you can see that the movement is somehow timed to the sound of it. You can't really tell a whole lot because you're way outside your good vision range. So, did you want to get closer? What do you want to do? Gorkov goes ahead and heads a bit closer down the thing.
I travel up him and I put my hood up.
Right. He gets about 75 feet from where it opens up, about half the distance. And all of a sudden, you hear down from the chamber, shh, shh, and all movement stops. And everything is still in the chamber.
Not even sound.
No,
You don't hear
the
anything.
people went. I was going, huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So, this is your show, so yeah, think about what you'd like to do. Things you might normally do is either
What is
investigate more, try to get better view,
what is
go back to the
Gorkov
party
trying
and
to
tell
do?
them.
What is
Gorkov is standing there looking at you now.
Okay. Is it a door or just an opening?
It's just an opening. It's kind of like, it's not natural cavern, but it's not, solid like castle walls. It's still rough-hewn kind of walls and kind of rust or dusty floor. But there's been some effort at some point in the past to make things wider and bigger and easier to traverse.
I don't want to get closer because they can take that as menacing.
By the way, it was you who thinks Gorkoth was making more noise than you.
So they don't think I'm there.
You don't know either way, but in your knowledge of like sneaking around, you can hear him like way louder than you hear yourself, your clothing. Something within him is making.
Yeah, but whenever you're sneaking, the other guy always it's always the other guy's fault.
Okay. Then I slowly back away so that they can't see me.
Okay.
Stay to the wall and like have my foot up covering my face and move slowly back away so you can stop.
Okay. You don't get an impression that anything saw you or is like turning to look at you. It was kind of, they was just all doing this stuff and then it stopped after
I
you're
just
getting
like back away like 2 steps. That's all.
But there's like nothing that you see where it's like poking around the corner trying to look at you. You don't see anything, any indication of that.
That would be creepy. Like, you just hear stop, they just run to the wall and go, stare at you.
I'm still here.
I just step away to that back.
Emily.
And then I see what Gorkoff is doing. Does he like follow back with me or does he go forward?
He falls back with you if that's what you're doing.
Okay. I just went back 2 steps.
Alrighty. So what do you do? Let the group know? That's typically how the kind of scouting works.
Sure, I'll tell them.
Okay.
I go back and tell them.
Oh.
Alright, what do you tell us?
I said, I found out where the noise was coming from, and as soon as I got there, they stopped.
Alright, well, let's go check out.
Did you not sneak well enough? You
Well, I
just
can't
sneak
because
my
I think
armor
it was
goes
Gorkoff that was louder than me.
Probably won't be sneaking up enough.
So, go ahead, Weskers.
Okay, I lead the group.
Okay. So you start, are you trying to be sneaky now?
Yeah.
Like, as a group, or
Just
who's kind of, or are you just going in?
Do.
Okay.
Do.
I would like everyone, if you're going to be, trying to be surreptitious
May I lead?
about your, movements, then roll stealth, please.
I do. 18. 18.
Hey, 14.
Okay.
18. Oh, 17.
17.
17.
17. Y'all are definitely, quite sneaky today. So you guys pitter-patter your way down the hall. And it's as I described to Nora, you start seeing the hallway start to open up. You can tell that it's worked a bit. As you get about halfway down, you hear some shuffling down the hall.
Stop. Wait a minute. I stop. You just please.
Okay.
Wesley, you go in. Use fire breath.
No! Okay, I actually may use divine sense.
No, there's
No!
Actually, wait, yeah. Does his detect evil? It's just at will, right?
No, he has so many he can do per day.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
He still do it, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's not at will.
I still have 2 points.
So. Alright.
Is the snuffling getting towards us?
So you're using the divine sense?
Yeah.
Then you need to let
Okay.
the DM know.
You're using the Divine Sense. How long does it last? Does it say?
Oh, we're gonna go into combat. Until the end of your next turn.
It says until the end of your next turn.
Till the end of your next turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To the end of your next turn. So it's basically about 10 seconds. So you don't want to use it yet, unless you think there's something within like a couple seconds of you that is
It says
potentially
60 feet.
60 feet of you, yeah. The only thing that's within 60 feet of you that you're aware of is your party and Gorkov. So you could use it,
No, it's not recommended.
but
Okay,
it won't
right.
say let you know what's going on with this room because it'll wear off by the time you get to it.
Just walk in there.
Right, so it's Wesley up front. Who's next?
I'm behind Wesley.
Okay.
It's basically
Then I
height by
won't use
character.
it.
Okay.
I won't use it then.
So, and then, is it Nora or Pressure? I don't know who's taller.
Nora.
No, I'm shorter than Pressure.
Pressure, and then the one, because I'm first.
Sorry.
Well,
Okay.
boom. So there's the one.
Alright, and so again, Rowan in the back.
Mm-hmm.
No, swap Nora and Pressure.
Swap Nora and Pressure.
You got our characters mixed up again.
Did I?
Here's Nora.
Oh. Wait.
Right here is
Right
Rowan.
here? Yeah, that's Rowan. So, who's in front?
Pressure.
And Nora. Okay. Okay. Alright. And Wesley and Gary, as you approach, you see a room that, like I said, kind of widens up and gets high into almost like a dome. It's a kind of very roughly circular. Emily, if you go ahead, actually, I have it. Okay. All right. So, roughly a circular room. Come on, you pitch up. Oh, I see. I did pitch up. I just didn't do it right. Okay. Circular room. There's a dome at the top. It's quite a large chamber. One of the things that dominates your vision is in the center of the room there's a giant granite block suspended up near the ceiling in the shape of a giant foot.
Oh dear.
And all of these things are not moving, but they are a pair of feet from about the just below the knees down.
Okay.
And that is, they're all stock still. Some of them are in kind of a... Some of them are in work boots. Some of them kind of more like laborer shoes, blacksmith
Do
shoes.
they look like giants?
There's one very fancy pair that's almost like a really nice set of heels.
Are they human size from the knee downs?
They vary.
Okay.
Some of them are scaly, like from Dragonborn. Some are human.
Or I can just
Some
Wait, are they
are
just like
small.
chopped off legs, or are they connected to something?
They are not connected to anything.
That we
Oh,
can
they're
see.
just- Are they big?
They are human
Mini
size.
Oh, does that mean people that have...
Or they're people who are invisible from the ankle up.
Knee.
Yeah. Me.
They didn't have enough.
You see, actually, the ones that have the really nice heel shoes are not standing on 2 feet like all the rest. Their legs are kind of fallen over.
Me.
So that means it's not invisible. It's just... Also,
Investigate the closest one, Wesley.
Yay!
I'll
Sacrifice
use one like candles. then.
sacrifice.
I'll use the
Sacrifice to the
candle.
people with
He
people.
doesn't have light. Would you like to
What?
provide him light?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You can pretty
Cantrip,
much
light.
assume that you always have light, and you can always ask.
Or you can use my candle.
You can ask Gary for
No.
light. Gary can
You know
create
what?
light
I
without.
cast light on your candle, so your candle is glowing, but
Yep.
it is not being consumed.
There you go.
Wait, so it'll be extra glowy.
No, don't turn it on.
Don't light it. because once you light it, then you're going to use it. It's not forever. So the light spell allows you...
He has a cantrip that he can use as many times as he wants per day that creates light. It's one of the things his character can do.
So your candle is glowing.
So we let his character do what he does well.
Yeah, I just throw down a candle near one.
It's like
So, okay, so you just want to throw something at one of them? Okay.
you just legit lost your source of light, Wes.
It's not that far from him.
Like,
So you
It's
throw the
15 feet in
candle
front of him.
into the room. It makes it about here.
Oh, you said you wanted to throw out the first set, which is like 5 feet away.
You neared it. Do you want to hit it?
I don't want to hit it. I just want to throw it next to it.
Throws it in.
Trying to see
It ends
what
up
it
rolling
is.
about 5-10 feet away from
He just
the
picks
nearest
up-
one.
He just picks up the leg and says,
And yeah, you can see that this giant chamber comes in and seems to have many of these.
my instincts tell me to poke the legs. Oh god, there's a lot of legs.
Oh, dear.
It's your
It's the city
Troll.
of Utopia.
Would my mage hand be able to let us know if it felt something?
Your mage hand doesn't have two-way communication.
Okay.
It's not a sentient being. It just listens to orders.
But
Okay.
she can feel through the mage hand, right?
I don't know.
Look that
What I want to know
I'll find out.
is,
Yeah,
can I
well,
have the
take a look
mage
at the
hand
mage
attempt to feel if there's anything above the feet?
Or if
Oh,
it's
well, you can
just
see-
chopped off feet.
You know a mage hand can't push more than 5 pounds. So if whatever's above it is more than 5 pounds, it would stop if you're trying to like wave it over something.
Yes. Yes.
So-
Is the feet
So you can definitely tell if your mage hand
Runs into something.
runs into something.
10
So you want to hover it
10 pounds.
over one of the stumps.
Yeah, see if it runs into like legs or if there's strings.
Oh,
you
your
know?
legs blood.
Yeah,
it
it
has
doesn't say, so I guess it's
It
DM.
has to be 30 feet.
Can you feel through the mage hand?
Wait, you can.
I would say for you, probably not. There is a certain rogue archetype that I would say can, but they like specialize in their mage hand. It doesn't
Okay.
have roguery form. But yeah, for yours, but you can.
I would be able to tell if it
You've
ran
used
into
it enough.
something.
You know when your mage hand runs into stuff.
Okay.
So yeah. So you want to do that?
Yeah, if I need to move forward so I can get within 30 feet of the first one, I'll do
You're
that.
fine. You're
Okay.
maybe 10 foot behind Wesley right now. Wesley's
Okay.
actually moderately close, 15, 20 feet.
So that's 25 feet away.
So yeah. So
Maybe
that
give it a
close
little
one. Let's
tickle, see if we get a giggle.
So,
Yeah, Mom! No!
Tickle the feet.
are you going after the feet or above?
Above to see if there's anything above, and if there's not, see if touching the feet react any.
So your mage hand kind of swoops over it. Doesn't seem to be anything there.
Okay. Tickle
So,
the toes.
there is no reaction.
Oh, the feet bloody?
No.
The stump starts.
This isn't like a bloody stump with like guts and bones.
All right,
sticking
I am
out.
not. I'm
It's
going
like
to. I'm going to
severed
move into the
and
room.
cauterized. Like if you cut a tree and you saw its rings, it's like that, but with some person's leg.
Yay, delightful!
I'm going to enter the room
Can
so
I
I
take
can
the
see the radius. Make sure there's not anything sneaking.
Okay.
Knuckle Mike just turns into a
So
piece.
while she's doing her hand thing,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna come on in.
Wow.
Have Glortov come in and see if it matches any of his, like, crew members' legs.
Yes, it called.
Gorkov is currently kind of just hanging out in the back and doesn't seem
Well,
interested in doing much.
Glortov, get your butt over here!
I
I tell him, go look and see if there's any of your, like, crew members' legs.
Okay. So Gorkov comes up and starts from a distance, from about where Rowan is. Starts looking in the room. He's like, huh? Sandy? Huh? Nope, not that I see.
All right.
Gary, as you come into this corner, you see more of the chamber. You see at the north and south side, there are these giant runes, something like 12, 13 inches big at least, of feet.
So, magic runic feet.
They're, painted on the wall. Like I said, it's pretty far from you. But you can definitely tell that there's some sort of foot on both the north and south walls.
I do not want to get anywhere near that.
They had a foot fetish.
Can my magic hand knock over one of the legs?
You can kind of nudge it, but you couldn't pick it up and
What was
drag it,
making
but yeah, you
all
can
the
knock one over.
noise? What
Yeah,
was
but-
making
They probably
all the
ran
noise?
out of the room.
Yeah, but why were they worshiping feet?
They aren't. It's just a foot-themed room. Don't question them. Don't make the hard questions. It's a strange world.
And the giant foot is in the center?
It is like a big stone block
Next,
hanging
we're going
from
to
the
see the
center.
paint room.
Can
And
we
then
knock
the
down?
silk room,
Can I like
and then
throw
the
a
hat
dagger
room.
and knock it down?
And then the foot room.
No, we've already in the foot room.
I mean,
Goes from the bottom.
I'm worried if someone steps in there, they're going to lose their feet. And
Same.
you're not going
Their
to
feet,
use
you
the
mean the-
no method of trap detection this time. I'm already short enough.
All right, Wesley wanted to. I'm going to investigate the runes on the north wall.
So you're
Alrighty.
going up to it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Goes up.
oh.
Alright, as you enter and get into roughly this area, you can move back a touch. Cause
I'm not
from
getting
this-
under that big foot.
It's fine, yeah, the
Okay.
big foot's like here.
All right, that's what I was
And
going
it
with,
takes
but I
up
want to make sure.
About a 5-foot space, roughly.
Gotcha.
Big thing. As
Hand
you
on
do
the
so,
wall.
the feet start to stir.
Oh my gosh, it's zombie feet.
They start moving around.
Does the one that I knocked over right itself?
They do, the ones that were knocked over. The other one that was fallen over originally with the heels is still stationary, but the others start getting up, and you start hearing as they all kind of move forward in a clockwise motion around the room.
But they're not running. They're not moving fast. They're
Not
just
currently.
all right.
Can you grab one?
No, I don't want to grab one at all. I'm
Gary,
investigating the runes, like I
grab
said.
one, Gary.
Okay, is there anyone else doing
Gary,
anything?
grab a foot.
So you were doing your mage hand thing. He did that. So you knock one over. It is pretty close where they start moving right after you knock it over. So you don't know if there's a relationship there. Is there anyone else doing anything?
See.
Wesley the Dragonborn?
Wesley, grab a foot. Grab one.
I don't know about that.
Grab it. Go.
Can I mage hand grab a foot?
Swing it around like Alaska.
You can like grab a foot, but you
I-
can't restrain it because it's not strong enough
Okay.
for these.
I pull out my shield just in case, and I walk up to all the feet.
Grab it. Oh no.
I
No.
have my shield out.
No. Turn order. We're about to go into combat, Wesley.
Oh no.
Hey, if you didn't want to do combat, you could have been the farmer, right?
So go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, great.
No.
When they were battling some feet. It just walks up to you and hits you.
I got a 9.
7.
8.
I have one
And
more than
Wesley,
you.
pass me a treat, please. I'm not picky. Just whatever treat.
I made what? I made them.
Oh, thank you.
And we homemade them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Real Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
No, I made them
Alrighty.
crispy rice.
I'm gonna get you guys in here. So we already have Gary is where he's at.
We're going to
Wesley the
combat.
Dragonborn has
Yep,
moved
we're
ahead.
going into combat.
Oh,
Roll
yay!
roll initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative.
15.
Path is behind
Well, you
you.
have to add your initiative in it.
Oh, yeah. 15.
So
16. Haha, I beat a foot.
But that was Leslie. Yeah, 17.
No, I had 9.
Leslie.
Okay, 17. I beat a foot.
No, no, this is what
I know, 17, because I rolled a 15 plus 2 plus 17. I can do math. Yay.
And there was a foot
Alrighty.
with initiative
Pressure, you said 17?
of
Yeah.
15.
Alright.
I got 7.
So much.
Nora, you said 7?
Yeah.
Alright. Rowan.
Wait,
Yes.
what
What
happened
was
to
your
make a
initiative?
foot be angry?
30, 20.
They started walking.
What?
Dirty
20.
20.
Okay.
Oh, they're going to stop on it?
Leslie, what was your initiative?
Renee.
8. No,
8?
9.
Yeah.
9.
As soon as it's Gary.
Gary, what was your initiative?
Uh,
As soon as Gary walked
I
into the
forgot.
room, they
It
started
was
Yeah.
6, 7.
What, they didn't attack us?
No, they're just
Cool.
walking around.
Wait a minute, Wesley, what did you get?
9.
Yeah, I was
Why
8
did they
then.
attack us then?
And a
Alright.
happy holiday.
So, as Gary goes further and further into the room, and as he gets nearly to that room, the feet were moving quicker and quicker. And you hear the ho 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 ho, and they get faster and faster, and they start congregating towards Gary. As much as you can expect them to feel, they are now aggressive feet.
Okay. But they're still moving pretty slow, right?
They are speeding up.
Okay.
It is Rowan, your turn.
I'm going to hold my action.
Okay.
If they actually attempt to attack Gary, I will firebolt him.
Okay.
The one that is attacking him, the first one to attack him. But they may just be getting close to him to talk. I don't know. They're active. Like
They're able to
the
talk.
more. Well, the
Yep.
It's creepy. How are they?
they acted more aggressive, but they haven't attacked yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for that last confirmation that they can do
How
damage
are
for us,
they-
and he's not just going
How are
to.
they talking?
I don't know.
Wait, they
He's not
might
on
be
his toes.
ants and feet.
Right?
Alright, so you're holding your, so you
Ant and
gather up one of the firebolts,
Uh-huh.
are holding it,
Uh-huh.
It's like this.
twirling it around your wrists,
Uh-huh.
waiting for a sign of aggressive feet. The first sign happens as the one that's closest to Gary approaches him and goes next to him. Go ahead and make your attack.
Did they actually, like, go to kick him?
One of them makes a beeline straight for Gary. It looks like it's rearing back.
Okay. Okay, it's preparing attack.
I'm not sure how to emote as feet. That is not something I've run into as a DM.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice job. You saved him.
So, you definitely hit.
What damage?
8 points of fire damage.
Alright, and so yeah, it's rearing back and just about ready. Its right
You do double
foot.
damage, though, when you crit,
You
right?
roll your dice twice. And then you add your bonuses once.
12.
12. There's no bonus damage? Nope, okay. 12 is great. Wow, that's a pretty solid fireball right there. So yeah, with that critical hit, it reaches back, and as it does so, your fire blast comes in and bounces it back and forth in between the ankles, burning any leg hair and shoestrings. And the foot and shoe just kind of disintegrates before it even reaches Gary. This one falls over, buckles, and wispy smoke from the leather, the shoe sole, all that remains.
Was it the one on heels? I just,
No.
How are they running in heels though? They just.
They don't, that's why they're on their
This
side.
one goes
Heels up for
1,
running.
2,
Well, there's
3,
two.
4,
There's two of them that had
5,
heels.
Use off feel
and
easily
then
walking.
it makes a
People
double
are
move.
looking pretty.
4, 5. Okay. This one goes up to Gary, but it doesn't have time to kick him. Pressure, it's your turn.
I'm going to shoot the one that's about to get Gary.
So the one that was getting close to Gary went, "Eee!" And I firebolted it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, right when his rear neck. Blasted out of existence. Alright, so Pressure, you're
Vicious
firing.
Mockery.
What do you, Vicious Mockery.
No, I just said I don't know.
What are you doing?
I'll do vicious.
Yeah, vicious mockery.
Okay.
Let's saving throw. What are you gonna tell them?
You're so stupid. You live in Fruitopia. Who created you?
What delusional DM created you?
What are you talking about? All very normal stuff. Which one are you shooting?
The person who
The
created
one that's
you.
right next to Gary.
Okay, the one that just ran up to him?
Yeah.
Alright, and what are you shooting him with? Or your Vicious
Vicious
Mockery?
Mockery.
I'm sorry.
Vicious Mockery.
So it needs to save, you're right. What is your DC?
It needs to be 12.
And it fails.
And
All
then
of
I
your
will
vicious- To hit?
No, it already does.
then I will do damage. Question mark?
Yep, you roll damage, it's 1d4 plus something, I think.
Renee, look right here.
1d4.
All of her vicious mockeries have failed before.
Keep it on the table, especially the
Some of them
D4.
have, yeah.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
1 point psychic damage.
Alright, there's no bonus or anything, no plus?
Nope.
No.
Alright. So,
It is
you
unimpressed.
discuss its origins, and it
Your
quivers.
shoes are 3 seasons out of season.
But it's still with us as a foot. Multiple feet, really. Alright. This one.
I'm a shoot.
You're
13.
You're
I am
size
so
13 Nike.
And Wesley,
Men.
it hits.
Size 13.
It rolls a 22,
Aww.
which
Boot
is
to the head.
boot to the head. And for you, my son, who is with me for all time, who served me through thick and thin, who has always been kind to my animals, I present to you 1 boot to the head,
Nah.
To you.
and 1 for Gary. Ooh. And my whiny sister Jenna. Wow. Alright, sorry, I need to roll damage for you. So we went down the Dr. Demento thing briefly. Now we're back. We're back with the feet. And you take 4 damage from being kicked thoroughly in the shin.
Oh, it's not my
It could only hit your shins because you're so tall.
Hit him in the
How did it reach his head? I don't think
Gorkov rears back with the crossbow bolt, taking aim.
Where'd you get a crossbow from?
he has one.
He's that one.
I thought he had the wand of mighty arcane power.
Annihilation?
Yes.
He's saving that.
Okay.
I think the one's just a twig. I think he bluffed us.
So he picks out behind Rowan, looses a bolt down the hallway, but misses, unfortunately.
I want the wand of annihilation.
Don't we all?
I want the twig.
And Wesley, you get kicked again, but it misses.
Well, then I'm leaving.
Yay.
Find a tree.
Falling over
But there's
unceremoniously.
no trees in this game. I don't think we're ever gonna play here.
There was the.
We had the one room with the roses.
That's
Pressure.
not twig.
Yeah.
Those are.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Pressure. Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, you get a boot to the head. For 5.
Oh, lordy.
It somehow magically jumps up and slaps you right across the face with a soft leather shoe. You're rather
Where's the one
impressed
with heels?
with the quality of the shoe.
Where's the one with heels?
I'm in distress,
I have
children.
heels.
You have a berry.
I've got two
I have
little
legs
hogs.
and hands. So I
Your
can
children.
heal you.
Another
I'll
one
make
runs
it
up
around.
to Wesley but misses.
Why are they all attacking me?
Because you're the only one
ahead.
you can reach.
They already have.
Because
eight
that's your
outside.
job as a meat shield.
You are.
Alright, Wesley, it's your turn to get some good.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Eat revenge
Just grab the
time.
leg.
Okay, I
break it in
use
half.
my long sword, so
Pick up
Okay.
And he has to use.
Which one are you hitting? You got 3 right next to you.
ooh,
Do the one in front of
I'll
you. No, do the one. Do the one to the side.
that one.
The one by the one that's
Whichever
close-
one you want.
I'll do that
That
one.
one? Okay.
No, that's one.
Yeah.
I'll roll. A 14.
14, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Which is...
By the way, is it a 14 plus something?
14 plus 5. 19.
A 19 you rolled. Awesome. Roll that damage.
4 plus 3. 7.
7. Alright. You bring your sword down on one of them, mashing it to just chowdery bits.
You should have picked it up and broken it in half.
Is it dead?
It is dead. It is no longer
It's really dead.
active. It no longer moves or wiggles. Not even its
Wiggle,
toes.
wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's it.
That little piggy went to market.
Alright. But one of them comes up and takes its place. With a flying leap, comes shooting past your head.
Wait,
missing.
what's your roll?
I rolled a 10.
That doesn't hit.
I know.
My armor class is 18.
I know. So I said it missed.
Oh, I didn't
So one
hear
of
you
them
say
comes up
this.
and takes a flying leap at you and misses and clatters against the wall.
Oh, that's... I can just imagine legs just running.
Alright.
It's like my stubborn nose.
Comes up over here.
I feel like the
To
legs
kick
are like my nose.
Gary Stu, same way, missing unfortunately.
It's a...
Gary Stu,
Oh, okay.
your turn.
I am healing wording. Oh, first off, I am my move
That
action.
pencil's digging
Uh-huh.
I am moving away to maximize.
They get to
You're
attack
disengaging?
I'm disengaging.
Also,
Okay.
for my last turn, can I
So
just...
the best you can
something
do
real
is
quick?
No, Wesley can't.
come either here or here.
Yep.
Wait, can I do
That's the
something
second one.
real quick?
Okay.
Can I do something real quick?
And then I'm
One
healing
more
wording.
hand.
I'm healing wording myself.
Okay. The other one's gonna. Do they get a opportunity with spells? I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
just verbal somatic.
But it's
Double check.
healing word is a ranged spell, so yes, I think they do. But if you're doing a touch spell, not. But with a ranged spell, yes.
It's the
Who's
other way
that
around.
guy there?
No.
In chat.
What is it called?
Who's there?
Hello from the UK.
Did someone join us?
Yeah,
Yes.
hello from the UK.
Well, hello, you from the UK.
Well, hello there.
Hi. Welcome, join us. So this is Involuntary Interns.
Yeah.
Running a
Okay,
session
that's
for my
pretty
kids,
sweet.
very first time.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. We're just finding out something.
They're fighting some feats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks
Okay.
for coming. So we were at Gary, you cast.
Actually, wait, he's from the UK. They're meters.
Yes, go ahead and roll for your healing. Are you
So
using,
we've established that I don't do the attack of opportunity? I don't incur?
What is it?
As it's not a ranged attack, I would say no for now. I'll verify sometime later. I'll figure it out.
I thought that was the big thing with healing.
It's a ranged spell, but no, you're talking about.
You know, for the sake of argument, can I pop a good berry?
You can.
I'll do that.
Okay.
There we go. And
So
it's
you-
not
Yeah,
an
that's
issue.
not-
You
my
munch the good
turn.
berry, and that does not elicit an attack of opportunity.
And that puts
Wait.
me right back up to 8.
There you are.
My turn, right?
Nora, it is your go.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was your movement. Did you have anything else you're doing?
Eating a good berry, and then I can't run away.
You do have, if you wish, a bonus action ranged heal. I'm not sure if you noticed that it was bonus action. Not healing word, but what's the bonus action ranged heal?
Healing word is the only range.
Oh,
shield
you're
I
right.
know.
That is it. You're right. That is a bonus action. It doesn't take your full action, and it is ranged though.
So I can run with my last action?
You did use your movement to disengage.
Okay, cool.
So,
Can he use his attack to run though? Since
he
didn't
used a
attack?
good berry, which takes his action.
Okay.
So you have used your action, but I'm saying you're healing.
That's cool. I'm good with where I'm
Nora,
at.
go ahead.
Actually, wait. No, I can't
What?
disengage and hit attack, right?
Well, disengage movement, so you could disengage and attack, but you can't eat a good berry and attack.
Alright then.
Because eating
I'm
a good
good.
berry takes your action. Unless you're a rogue. Then you can cut
Wait,
the action in.
Dada.
Mike? Wait.
I was gonna do
Yes, you said you wanted to talk about while it's Gary's turn. What did you want to say?
I was gonna say I wanna quickly have
My portrait cups.
one of the berries.
You want to eat one of the berries? That will
Yeah.
take your action, so you wouldn't be able to slice at that one that you killed.
Oh, never mind then.
So, you're full health too, right? Or did you just
No,
take damage? Oh, you
I
got
took
hit.
damage.
You got kicked in the head. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, Nora, go ahead.
I move right here.
Okay,
I
so
am
you move
since-
on up.
Since friend is near that, I get sneak attack bonus.
That's correct. You
I
can.
attack that one with rapier and dagger.
Oh, he also, if we can have a little.
You also
info
get.
on what's happening.
Oh, sure. So these guys are exploring kind of an underground area beneath Waterdeep.
Yeah.
They were tasked by Omen Drawn to search for some guards that went missing shortly after a earthquake. They were kind of checking out a cavern that had opened up in the middle of the city. They've gone missing. These guys were sent in by Omen and the city guards to figure out what happened. And we're our second session through this place, if I remember right?
Second or third.
Yeah, our first session, session 0, we met the place. Then first session, second, this is our third session here. So, they got a nice long rest last night in Carrion Crawler's old Demences.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Also,
Which I
if
She
you
is also green
No.
to the waist bottom, and she is green to the waist
Yes.
up. And
Rowan.
we still
Rowan is our gnome sorcerer. She is green from the about the shoulders, chest up.
But she's as tall as this table.
But she is, 3 foot tall. And Wesley, the Dragonborn, is green from about mid-thigh up, about the same height as Rowan. We have Pressure Quinnen, who is a high elf bard, and Nora, who is a wood elf rogue, and then Gary, our fabulous manufacturer of Gary's Berries, the human cleric.
And we met
but we
Korkloff.
still don't know whatever happened to that ferret.
Nora,
We met Korkloff.
you wanted to stab a foot.
Yes, but first I want to say that we met Korkloff last session. And
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Gorkov.
And we still have no idea what
Gorkov the
happened.
goblin, who you're helping because he got split.
Also,
Okay.
if you don't know who we are, I'm Wesley. She is Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Renee,
Jen, Uncle Mike.
and our DM, Tommy.
Yep.
Okay.
DM lunatic.
17.
17. Alright, so you're attacking with your rapier?
Yes.
Alright. So you managed to skewer it in between a couple laces. Hitting it. Go ahead and roll your damage. That's, I think, a D10 and not a D8. And a D10 is not your rapier, unfortunately. A D8 is yours. It does look similar. That is the one, you're right. That's got it.
But it's, so it's, there's nothing rotate.
I still want the same thing.
Okay.
9.
9 damage. Alright. Are you sneak attacking? Okay. You roll the extra D6 and add it to it as well.
Yay.
So you come up and
15.
15. You had 9. Wow. Alright. So it doesn't even see it coming as you charged on the hall and then just with a flourish put your rapier through its laces, killing that or no longer allowing that one
Okay, can I move
Least
up
in
and
life?
attack the other
you
one?
still have movement left, so you do have you can move up, and then you can use your dagger, your bonus action, to use your dagger.
Okay, I'll do that. And so, where is
A
this?
D20 to hit, yep.
Man, I just couldn't find it. Oh! Okay. 18.
18. Alright. Roll your damage. 4. Alright.
After that, may I move back?
And were you hitting the one directly in front of Wesley?
The
Or
one in front of me.
Alright. That one also is no longer with us.
Okay,
That one
can
is
I move
one.
back?
You've used 1, 2, 3, 4. You can move back 1 square, 5 feet. You have 5 feet of movement left. Actually, you have 10 feet because you're a wood elf. But you also don't have anywhere to go.
I move behind Russell.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And alrighty.
Okay.
As you dance forward, slice that one, bounce back, that one disintegrates. You hear a loud clatter and grinding as like a lightning bolt, faster than possibly can imagine something this large moves, the giant granite stone in the middle comes over like a claw, like the claw game above Wesley, and then pow! Slams down.
Wait, what? What
Make
is?
a reflex save.
I knew I should have cut it down with my dad.
Make a
Don't do
reflex
that.
save.
I think it's cool that he's watching that.
Wait, is
Pretty
reflexes on this?
It's a dex save.
I think.
Oh yeah.
it's
So
watching
it is reflex is one of these. It is Dex
8.
8. Okay. So you roll an 8. As it comes down, you are still looking for more of these things to come crawling at you,
Wesley,
and it bashes your head for 4 damage. His foot comes down, poof, and then raises back up and goes back to the center of the room.
So
he says, "Nice to do time to save the world again." Basically,
Oh.
Wesley said.
Are
Could you come to England to save us from the cold? It's so cold and raining.
It's
you
winter.
talking about England?
that's what he said.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we come to, okay, because we're in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite warm here.
Yes.
Yeah, because what's this is nice time to save the world.
Yeah, I was doing yard work. It was like 80.
Yeah.
But
We
you
all
also
lucky
don't have a
ones.
jungle that's trying to take over your yard every week.
Yeah.
God, it's constant. I've got a whole pile of just
Debris.
junk.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's real world.
Sorry.
Oh no, I really,
Alright, is it your turn next? I can't tell.
I really need
Really?
to use land.
I am going
I only have 3
to.
health left.
Can he? You have to wait till your turn, I think.
I know.
Okay. I am going to firebolt again. The one that's in front of Wesley. Because
Okay.
I don't think I can get to the ones that are by Gary.
10,
Range
40,
is
30. No,
60.
you can't quite. 60? Oh, yeah, you can hit
Yeah.
any of the 3.
Okay, then I'll get the one that's
although-
directly.
Okay.
Do I have?
This one and this one have partial cover. So these 2 are
Oh.
partial cover. This one here is pretty clear for
Just
you.
get the one in front of Wes. Jen.
I'll go to the one that I'm clear on.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your to hit. Are you using your firebolt?
I am 10.
10 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that zings past just over it. So you didn't
Okay.
adjust for the drop, and for the unusual for you, the shortness of the item. Usually, you have to aim up for everything. Threw you off here. So yeah. So it does a little jig of joy. Somehow it laughs at you in feet.
Taunting you.
So, all right. Did you want to move or do anything else? You
No,
cool
I'm
here?
gonna stay where I'm at. I don't want to get within base to base of them.
Okay. So you can sneak out to the side if you didn't want to get in base space with that one. It's up to you.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. This one comes on over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes right there and then stops because that's all of its movement. That one you notice is the one with the high heels, the very fancy shoes.
How did you
It
travel
was-
so far?
Not animated at all. It was still. Then you saw it kind of start to twitch, and it makes that sound, lands on its feet, and then scurries over you. These are kind of like if Cousin It was
Your feet.
feet wear.
instead of-
Yeah. So. All right.
And if you do a melee attack in close combat, it does not elect attack of opportunity. You
7
make your
damage.
attack at disadvantage.
Jeez.
As one
I got
basically
drop
catches
kicks.
you right in the berries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you
So,
good?
I'm good
Gary's
so
berries
far.
are
I'm down to 1.
bruised.
Wait,
Where's the other one? Calm down, guys. I still got a berry.
All right.
Don't hit the panic button yet.
Pressure, it is your turn. You may go. I'll get to you in a second. It's almost your turn. Okay. Pressure, what are you doing there? Are you
Who
gonna
has
mock
the
some
least
feet
amount
to
of
death?
damage? I probably am. Who has I will mock the one by Gary.
oh.
Okay. So, yeah, you're not in melee of any of them. So, the one by Gary's, let's see if it
Yes.
succeeds. It does succeed in its saving throw. I'm sorry. But do remind me that
She's
the
got
one right in
3
front of
times more than Gary does.
right in front of Wesley does have
No, I
disadvantage.
have 3 hit points.
She
He
is
gets
1.
1.
Because
You
of the
have
mockery.
3 times more than he does.
Oh.
All right. Gorkov reloads and sends another bolt in. Oh. Missing. It's very close. So, yeah, he again whips around behind Rowan, but misses. And then, this foot. Foot comes here and rears up to take a whack at Gary. Natural 20 again. 7 damage.
I am -6.
He just took 2 crits in a row.
Yeah.
And he is down.
The DM's dice are hot tonight. Be careful. Alright, so Gary drops.
I'm not working with Freya and she wants me to pick her up again.
Alright, Wesley. You watched as your cleric friend just fell over with an avalanche of feet all piling on him.
I'm getting the boots.
Wait, I just want to say something to him real quick.
I'm already unconscious. Save
Thank you.
Oh, you're talking to the
for
guy that's
join-
watching?
Yeah, thank you for joining our stream. I really hope you guys like it.
Alrighty. I hope they do too. What you gonna do?
Okay, so
Gary Bear.
for that one right in front of
Wesley,
me,
you probably would already eat. Did you already eat one? Full health?
no, I did not eat one.
What health are you at? You should probably eat one and
Wait, is lay on hands a bonus action?
What does it say on the ability? Do you have it? Yeah, there you go. It's
Oh,
right
it's
on
an
top.
action.
Okay, so lay on hands is an action. Okay.
Ooh.
I will say, in general, when someone falls beneath an avalanche of feet, it's a good time to try to get to them to save them. But it is dangerous.
Ooh. Yeah, because then they'll have a advantage.
They'll have attack of opportunities if you do go next to Gary to help him.
Ooh, okay, what I will do is I'll hit that guy
Okay.
over there, and then what I'll do after that is I'll go over Gary and use lay on hand.
If you use lay on hands, that's your action, so you can't use your attack, because that's also an action.
Oh, wait.
But you can still go over to Gary and then use your lay on hands on him, and you know that that will... Right now, he's potentially dying, and you know lay on hands will at least keep him alive. What do you want to do, Wesley?
Wes, just, you
Go
don't
ahead and
need to
describe.
move.
Okay, so what I do is
Uh-huh.
I know you go up there with
So,
up to Gary,
uh-huh.
and then I use lay on hands for 3 hit
May
points.
I ask where
Alright.
the ceramic
As you do so, the both feet rear up and give you a boot, and you take 7 damage.
That puts him down.
At least I healed Gary.
You do not, unfortunately.
Oh.
You make it to
Oh.
5 foot.
No.
Actually, 5 foot, the first one misses.
Okay.
As you exit this one here gets you. It unfortunately caught you up. You have now gone unconscious, so you're on the ground, and you're going to start making what's called death saving throws. Okay? Death saving throws are where I may kill you.
Not in real life.
I know. But that's okay, because I won't tell you how you're doing until you die.
You won't know it until you.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Where's the giant ceramic foot?
It went back to the center, so it like craned over, poof, and then moved back.
Okay. Is it like dangling? Can you see the chain it's on?
There are kind of 2 chains coming from it. 2 chains? That are what's attaching to it. And there seems to be like a mechanism of like moving this giant
A
block
pulley
around the
system, kind
ceiling. Something, yeah.
Okay.
Can we more focus on getting to the party members and killing the 2 feet in front of us?
We'll try.
That's what.
I'm sorry, you had asked me a question. But it is now, that was its opportunity attack.
It
moves up.
No problem.
Who's this in the blue hair right here?
Me.
That's you.
Yes.
is.
22 to hit.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
That's why my guest star is.
You take 4 damage.
Okay, I'm at 5 health.
Okay.
Wesley, I was not fair to you. I forgot. We're gonna retcon slightly.
Oh yeah,
I
wait, the
rolled-
one in front of me has disadvantage.
One of them did have disadvantage. That was the one that hit. Hit pieces. And I actually was using the wrong damage die. We're gonna go back a bit. Wesley, on your turn, because of the disadvantage from Vicious Mockery, the one that hit you misses. You do manage to get over to Gary and lay on hands for him. How many points do you want to give him? 1 point will bring him back to conscious. 5 points will give him.
I'm -6.
You're at 0.
I'm
The
at
way
0.
5th edition works. Any healing brings you up from 0 to whatever that healing amount is.
Oh,
I did
Really
3.
quick.
You can't face it.
Comment again. No problem, Mega Man. I'm very much enjoying the game. You don't see this much family games, especially here in the UK. And he also says the delay between us is very big, so it would take some time for me to reply.
No worries,
I
man.
said
Chill, relax. We've got
Yeah, I already
VODs going. We have they're in the description, but you can see the past episodes if you want.
Yeah.
We have a session 0, 1, 2, and 3 up on YouTube and Facebook.
the reason
alright, so I'm up to
that
0.
You are. What did you do with your lay on hands, Wesley? How much
Focus.
did you heal him?
3.
3. Okay. So yeah, he dashes through the feet chumping up from the ground everywhere, kicking at him, and you rush over to Gary and put your dragon paw claw
Thing.
on his unconscious form, and a radiant light builds up, starting in your heart and coming down your arm, and envelops Gary over his wounds and seals them up. The vicious kicking that he's taken, the bruises heal. And Gary, you're back.
0?
That's your turn. You are at 3.
3. Gotcha.
You have 3 health. You are you are now conscious and you are prone.
Gotcha.
Nora, did I roll to hit you? I did, and I gave you damage.
But you didn't disadvantage. Use disadvantage.
That's because the disadvantage went away with the reaction attack. So, and so I did give you damage for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Gary.
Wait.
I am laying on the ground and taking my other good berry.
Alright.
And that is...
It's not your turn quite yet.
Okay.
One of them actually doesn't know that you're awake. As much as they can. Comes over to Wesley and does a 19 hit?
Yep. Just
Okay.
by 1.
Just by 1. Oof, you're a tough little guy. What's it make for? Oh, there.
I have an 18 armor class.
You take 2 damage. As it
I
boots
have-
you.
1 hit point
Gary,
left.
it is now your turn.
I take my berry.
So you eat your second berry?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you... So that is your action. You still have your movement and your bonus action, if you wish.
Thinking.
2.
Hey Ron, when you get a chance, let us know how the audio is. I haven't had anyone join us live, so just let us know if you can hear everyone alright.
I s-
You don't have to use that. You don't have to use that. No.
So you're still on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You can
heal.
use-
I'm going to healing. Can I do a healing mumble and mumble my healing word?
Do you want to
Leslie?
stand up?
I have to
Half your movement is standing up, so you still have 2 more squares of movement if you want, but of course you're in melee.
Do I have to stand up to use
It is
healing
not
word?
an attack, so I said that you can use it
Alright.
without there being an attack.
Yeah. So I'm going to use healing word on Wesley.
On West, okay, you may do so.
Yeah, because I'm back up to 8 with
Do you
the berry.
have what's
does
the
it
touch
hear?
one that's not healing word?
Cure my
Cure wounds.
Do you have that?
I do.
That does more damage, so only or
More
more
healing.
healing, but the problem is you have to be in touch range.
And that is going to be attack of opportunity, right?
No,
No.
No.
it's a melee touch.
Yeah.
It's not an attack. Just
Wait,
the other one.
he can do
it
it
does
because
more.
I'm...
Wesley's right next to you. You, as a healer, a cleric, know that in this situation, because you can reach him,
Okay.
that one's the better one to use. So that's all. Again, your character.
All right, cool beans. I'll do that then.
Just put a stone.
That
Let's put a
is cure
smile on my
wounds.
face. So
D8.
thank you. I've been in some dark areas, and this has been lightened on. So thank you. Thank you.
9.
Not you heal for
I
9.
heal for 9.
Oh my goodness, Wesley. Gary returns the favor, touching you back as he gets up, healing you for 9.
Yeah, D8 plus 2.
You're welcome.
Now we see the
Plus-
true power of Gary's.
Yeah.
The berries is just the the
3.
warm up act.
Oh,
Oh,
and he says the audio is great.
Because of your life.
Audio's great, awesome, thank you. 3. Did you? He included 3 on that, right?
No, he.
no, it just says plus 2.
Oh,
D8 plus 2,
Oh,
so
'cause
if I
that's your
get the
wisdom
plus 3,
modifier?
then he gets more.
Yes.
Yes,
So
it's
you
5.
get an additional 3.
So, okay, so what did I say? It was...
9, so another 3 is. He's
11.
full health,
Yes.
anyways, right?
Yeah.
His maximum is 10.
No.
Oh no,
my max
you
is
go up to 11.
11.
Go up to 11.
Should go up to
You're,
11.
you are max. He healed for more. This is what he's been training for all his life.
Okay,
Well-
so it's my turn now.
It is Nora.
Finally. Okay. I want to use.
You've got 2 in front of you,
Okay.
threatening you.
I want to attack one. Just one with one of my actions. I don't waste my bonus action for something.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
I attack.
Yeah,
one of them
you're not required to use your bonus action to attack. You just
Okay. I will use my rapier
can. Okay. Which one are you attacking? The one.
in front of me.
Okay.
16.
16 will hit.
Okay. 1d8.
That is a D8.
9.
9. You impale it.
Is
It
it
gets
dead?
stuck on your sword briefly.
It's dead.
Yes.
Okay. So where's the stone thing?
Right, y'all.
Okay.
Right above there.
So I move right here. Right here.
You're gonna
Right
go
under
there.
it?
No, the stone thing's right there. I move right here.
To the
Okay.
edge of it.
So it doesn't have to move very far.
No, don't worry.
Alright.
Okay, so I can see it's chains, right?
Yes.
I use my short bow to break down the chains so I can't attack it anymore.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay,
This will be at advantage because it is not defending itself. It's a chain.
Wait, I just
So-
want to tell something.
She attacked twice?
No, advantage means you roll twice and take
No,
damage.
I'm saying
20.
she attacked
She
the foot.
Dirty
attacked.
20.
She as her bonus.
dirty 20.
A 20. Okay. So you hit. Roll the damage.
Okay, 6.
Okay. So you don't quite manage to pull out your short bow, but you do skewer the one. It gets stuck on your rapier, and you move up and you sling it at the chain. It goes swinging through the air, hitting the chain, but the chain doesn't seem to have an effect. I mean, it waves back and forth, makes a noise, but it doesn't sever or anything like that. It's still there.
Okay.
You do get an attack of opportunity for the one that was left next to you that you didn't skewer. And it's going to take a swing, a boot, a kick at you.
What did it roll?
20.
That's 3 20s?
It is. I've got lucky feet. These are all rabbit's feet now.
Yep.
You take 5 damage.
Okay, I'm dead. I'm
Are you unconscious?
yes.
Alright.
5 health left.
So you fall unconscious.
I like how we're all losing to feet. Like, wait.
And now the big stone foot comes over some. And I'm kidding.
And then
I'm sorry.
smash! Two!
I'm already gone.
You take 3 damage
I'm already gone.
as the foot
I'm already gone.
Yes, two.
comes down from the ceiling.
But I'm already gone.
Ah.
So -3? Okay.
0. That means that you took a death save failure.
Okay, because I'm undead.
No.
Yeah.
3 failures and you die. So you only need, you have 2 more. You're fine. You only have to roll without you knowing every round.
No, because I'm going to drop a
You
healing
feel
word on her.
I love you.
these. Emily,
Alright,
Look.
Rowan,
you
it's your
fell
turn.
down these.
Wait, these things are deadly.
No, I already did.
I am going to
No, I can't.
firebolt.
You're not near me.
Oh,
No,
the one directly
you
in front of
fell
us. If
in
I can
this.
get him dead, then we can
Once you
move
get a failure.
without electing attack of opportunities. Because that's what's killing us, is these attack of opportunities. And 13.
13 just barely misses. As it ducks out of the way, it kind of sees it coming somehow and falls over and then pops right back up.
Remember.
Really?
Wait, you said I only just remembered how long
Just put-
I
yeah.
can. A turn can take us forward. Okay.
A dwarf called Drunk.
I am also, I don't know if I can do this, but
You always have some magic wins.
yes, well that's what I was thinking is, I don't know if it's something that I need to know, or can it just happen, because it's,
Yeah, the reason we started the string is because there was no like family games and we thought it would be cool. That people could
death savings throw,
Yeah, there aren't very many family games.
Tides of Chaos,
You're the first one to
I'm
join
sorry?
us. We're
can I,
after the stream.
if it comes down to one more fail for the death savings throw, the next one, I want to Tides of Chaos it to give her advantage if I can, or if you roll because I don't know that it's
Okay.
happening that I can't affect it.
I see.
But if she fails one more time, then I want to give
I'll
her
let you know when
advantage.
they're on their last.
Okay.
We'll give you some indication.
Okay.
Alright. So Rowan, that was your turn. Are you moving at all, or?
No, because I'm much better at hitting far away, and if I move forward, I'm going to base to base. Well, shoot, it's going to. Yes, I am going to move. I'm going to move behind pressure.
Okay.
Diagonally.
So you come here. Alrighty. So Pressure, you have a gnome hiding behind you. And as she slips back,
Table, why?
as she slips back,
Here's pick her up.
the closest foot comes up to you, and then immediately gets sucked back to the center of the room.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh!
It's a whirlpool!
As it reaches back to go, it starts to let go, and then goes yoink! Some force or something.
Do I want to do this now?
You get an attack of opportunity as it leaves you.
Attack it!
Attack! Ew.
You!
It has to be a
Yes.
melee weapon.
Okay. Well, I have a...
Why don't you actually look at your character sheet and not Wesley?
Gee, that
Yeah.
might be helpful.
Yeah, you don't get to use the Dragonborn Paladin's melee
Hey, give me a
stats.
sword! Put me a sword from halfway across the room.
You have a dagger.
I do dagger. I dagger it.
Okay. So you
That's
quickly pull out your dagger.
stabbing.
You dagger it.
I do what?
Dagger, the
Wait,
verb.
Do I hit? What
So,
does he do if I hit?
You have to roll
you have to
it.
roll a d20.
I get this.
13. You add your modifier.
Whatever.
It should say plus to hit before the damage.
Plus 4.
Plus 4, okay.
So add that up.
17.
17 hits.
So I'm
And then
guessing
we
the
have to
foot's
do-
armor class is 14.
1d4.
Uh-huh.
1d4 plus piercing damage. So we have 4 plus 2 piercing damage.
Alright. So you 6 total, right?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
try to
so.
Give me the totals when you can, but we'll get to it.
6 piercing
So yeah,
damage, I
so you
believe.
quickly, it comes up to attack you, you pull out your dagger instinctively to defend yourself, and it gets sucked up and you just lash out with all your might,
Hi-ya!
cutting the tendon,
Achilles heel.
Achilles heel. This was the high heels one, if you remember. So you
It can't
sever
fly.
it flops as it goes in, and then when it lands on the ground, it just makes a dull thud. It no longer
Can I pick? Oh wait, I'm.
It no
makes
longer
any
is alive.
Are
Are they still making that war chant?
every time they move.
That's probably gonna get so annoying, and I have to do it.
Alright. So that one is no longer here.
Good night, Rotten. Thanks for joining us.
Wait,
2:30, I'm gonna head to bed. Make sure I have a notification on. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we're hitting our stride, so I'm real happy with how the kids are going. This is their first game, so you know they're getting used to everything, and they're doing great.
Thank you for supporting us in this stream. We work very hard on this.
Well, that's not something I expected.
Hi.
It's Pressure's turn. Remind me when she gets back.
Okay.
Looses another bolt down the hallway and misses.
Can she hold her action?
Gorgo!
She can. Well, she'll be when she gets back, we'll do it.
Alright.
This one takes a kick at Gary and hits for 4.
Okay.
Wesley, it's your turn.
Ooh. I take revenge on what he did to Gary.
Alright, you got one right next to you there.
Wesley, why not come to me?
Yeah, just hit the one you can hit, Wes.
Although Nora is on the ground, she did just get
I'll
stomped.
handle her.
She got
Which
I'll handle her.
okay. So Gary reaches,
Actually-
calls out and says, "I got Nora."
okay,
You-
then I'll fight the one that has advantage for Gary.
Not an advantage, but you can take a step forward.
Yeah, I'll take
No,
a
Wes,
step-
just stay
And
where
I-
you're at so you can't get hit.
Now you can hit any 3 of them if you want.
Or you could stay where you're at and just kill the one. And that way you won't be getting all those attacks.
Okay.
They would have just stepped forward anyways.
What I do is I take out my longsword
Mm-hmm.
and I do it at the wait. Which one hurt? Gary.
They're all fresh. They probably all hurt Gary at some point.
Okay, well I heard.
It's been kind of a
I
Gary
heard the
pile
one
on right
that's-
now,
Wait. Also.
and a Nora pile on.
Wes,
Oh.
take your
What are
turn.
you doing?
People are waiting.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, during your turn, we'll worry about it.
Well, I swing at the one in front of me, and
Mm-hmm.
I.
So you got the 3, 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you want to hit?
The
Just tell me.
that one.
That one, or that one?
That one.
That one. Top one?
No.
Middle one?
Yes.
All right. Roll your d20 to hit.
And Rolly's going to bed.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, bye.
It is a 9 plus 5, 14.
14, that hits.
Yeah.
So,
And then I roll
so you take a step
8
forward.
plus 3, 11.
11, max damage. So yeah, you take a step forward and swing your giant sword down on that one, cleaving one of the feet in half, and they no longer are around.
Wait, I didn't pick that.
I can do you.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
It's better now.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
No, no.
All right. So the one right below you rears back and misses, flipping over on its upside down. Gary, it's your turn.
Alright, no, wait. Pressure's turn. Remember, she was on her
Pressure.
action.
It was your turn while you were gone. What did you want to do?
So who's
There are-
dead?
There are.
Just me.
Just Nora.
Noah's dead?
Apologize.
Unconscious.
Unconscious?
Don't worry about Nora.
I'm gonna help Noah.
No,
Renee.
he's gonna get
Fine.
off.
Then I won't help Noah. I will use
Gary's
vicious
gonna
mockery
help
on the one that is right next to Wesley, because why not? Wait, who
Do it at the
has-
one next to Gary.
Okay.
What
Because-
happened to the 2 that were on the bottom?
They were.
Hold him.
They're gone.
They're dead. I just didn't throw them off yet.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. So I'm gonna.
I
do the
had
one
to
that
add
Gary-
one for one of them.
Okay,
And,
that's cool. You
your
don't need to
first one.
explain it. There's
It's,
just...
it's systematic.
Alright.
So you're the one that's next to Gary.
Yep.
All right. It's gonna try to defend. Are you doing vicious mockery?
Yes.
It succeeds.
Apparently, you're not very good at getting insults for feet.
Did you want to move or anything?
Did you mention anything about athlete's foot? Fungus.
Gold Pond.
Who is unfashionable
Shaquille O'Neal.
footwear?
Who is the professional person that?
Who's the professional insulter here?
I'm just
Who is the professional
You're
snob?
saying they seem to be just brushing them off.
Feet
Renee,
are.
You have
I healing word Nora.
Go ahead and roll.
Alright.
Size 13.
And that is it. I'm already out of spells for today.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it, dude. Healing word.
Yeah, the next room's gonna be rough. Do you guys want to take a long rest? No. I'm just kidding about
I
that.
don't think we'd be able to
It
sleep.
is now 8:10 in the morning.
Yeah.
Stop. I organized things.
What do you? Did you touch my dice? You don't touch the DM's dice.
I organized your dice.
That is death.
Wesley,
No.
you're gonna get us all
8.
killed.
Alright, you heal Nora for 8. 8. Nora, you get 8 health back. So you go back up to 8. You're now conscious and you're prone. Gary, that was your action. Or was that your? That was the range. That was your bonus action.
So
You may still attack.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Pew pew.
I have a question. If I try to attack it with my short bow, can I do another bonus attack with my short bow again? Okay.
13 hits.
Dagger?
13 misses, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you heal Nora and then take a swing at it with your club with the nearest and just right over the edge.
And now it is my turn.
That's your turn.
Okay.
Nora, it is your turn.
Okay. I throw my dagger at the one.
So you use half your movement to stand up?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm
I'm not
sure.
moving. I'm throwing my dagger at the one near Wesley.
Okay. You can use your bow.
I'm using my bow for the one next to Gary.
You. Oh, I see. You want a bow and then throw it as a. That's only for melee. Your rapier, 2-weapon fighting is through rapier and dagger.
Okay. So I'll just use my short bow and the one next to Gary.
You can do that.
15.
15 will hit.
I know. D6. Plus 3. 9.
9. Alright. So you take that one and impale it to the wall right below the rune, and it is no longer motionful.
Oh, mine just
It's no longer full of life. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Wesley, make a reflex save as this giant foot comes flying over to you again.
Either way, I'll survive it.
Well, let's see.
You don't know.
You don't know. It's definitely. Would you let off the GM's choice? What are you doing?
Oh,
16.
16.
well, we're having an argument about
Alright,
this.
as it comes moving over, you saw this before, and just as it starts to come down, you dodge out of the way.
Roll out of the way.
Never mind, I'm terrible. Don't turn out to be like me. I'm 19 and can't ever sleep at night. I gave way too much. I'll just fall asleep with this dream running.
Alright, I'm not sure if that's a compliment. So, thank you, though. Alright, Rowan.
I am going to step forward to the corner, north of Pressure.
means he's gonna keep on watching.
Okay.
And that will allow me to see.
You can.
And I am going to firebolt the foot.
Okay.
Firebolt the foot. Making me
16?
16 hits, even with the cover from Wesley. You sneak it through right underneath his shield.
Make his toes toasty.
3 points of fire damage.
Right.
Toasty.
And as your firebolt goes into it, it just like the spider flips over and all its toes curl up. And
Yay! May this firebolt remind you of the burn of athlete's feet!
So you are now in a room.
Can we attack the giant foot at the thing?
Do what you're good at,
Just
and I'll do
get
what
it
I'm
down.
good at, okay?
I want to purposely look at the chain system and look to see if there's chains on the side that we can stop to stop the foot if
I
it
want to
comes
move
down again.
to the other exit. I want to get
Is
through
the
this
foot
room.
very mad now?
The way
kill all
that
its
it
minions.
functions is you see a giant block that you can't really tell how it's attached to the ceiling or how this block moves. But the block has two chains down into this foot, and the block is moving. So, and then when it attacks, the chains
Foot
get long,
captured me.
letting it drop down.
Foot captured you.
So
Foot
it may not be so much
captured
like a magic
Ow.
granite block, but it's a
Foot
magic thing above it that's controlling the granite block.
Okay, so it's not like a pulley system
It
that we
isn't
can...
anything super delicate you can tell where you can jam something in or anything like that. You might be able to prevent this from moving,
Help me.
but you don't hear any obvious
Oh my
mechanical
God.
works or anything like
I
that.
got it.
Off.
Okay.
Alright, I say we make a dash keeping an eye on the foot.
Can I
Alright.
take one with me?
So Rowan, that was your attack. You have movement.
Can I?
Dash across the center,
Okay.
keep an eye on the
So you
foot.
want to double
Wait.
move?
Yes.
Can I take the heels off of the shoe and keep it?
We can talk about it on your turn. So Rowan, what's your speed?
25.
That's 1,
Short
2,
legs.
3, 4, 5. That's your move, and
I
then you
just
take your
want
action to also
these.
move. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, the exit to the room is on the other side. That's as far as you can go.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm actively looking at the feet statue.
Alrighty.
Can I touch the toes?
We will get to it on your turn. So Gorkov comes here and then stops. Wesley, it's your turn.
I move. Wait. I gotta see how far I move.
Where's the dog?
30 feet, 6 squares. You can move twice in a turn.
Okay, so.
You don't need, just tell me where you're going to go. We're not going to spend the whole day. Are you moving towards the exit?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to count it twice. I'll do it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get all the way to here if you want. So, do you want to end there? Right there is where it is.
No, you
Okay.
zipped out of the room.
You want to be there?
Yeah.
You put him in
Okay.
the wall, Tommy.
It's fine.
Okay.
So, Gary.
I suffocated.
Right behind Wesley.
Okay. Your movement speed is probably 30.
Yep, it is.
1, 2, 3. Okay, we know that you can go to Wesley because you started ahead of him. Alright. Nora, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, can I touch the toes? Like, is there is there like a secret button like anywhere on the toes?
So, there are the feet that are on the ground. There's the foot hanging from the ceiling, and then there's like something on the walls that look like feet. Like paintings or reliefs of them or something like that.
Can I take one?
But Sophie,
Can I take the heels off of one of the feet? Just for research or something like that?
You want to take the shoes off one of the feet, or you want to go to get the one that had the heels?
I want to take the shoe.
Okay, so there was one that was next to you, so you pick
Fashionable, don't you?
and take the shoes off.
Okay, so I have foot shoe.
Are you keeping the shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your action.
Okay. And I will move up to. I have 35 speed, so just move me as close as possible to that exit.
7 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. Okay.
We're gonna almost get back into marching order just by difference of movement.
Alright, Rowan, make a reflex save.
Wah, wah.
Did he? She gets trampled.
4.
4.
Wah, wah, wah.
Alright, so as you're running, you do see it start to come over towards you, slam down, you dodge roll out of the way, but it does clip your back leg for 2.
Whew, that's not that bad.
Click.
It's now your turn.
Ow, I don't have a foot.
Rowan, it's your turn.
Now she lost her foot.
I'm going to hold my action,
Uh-huh.
and when pressure passes me, I'll get in line behind pressure.
Okay.
Ask yourself.
So you're gonna hold your action and then run behind with pressure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Calm down.
4, 5, 6, 1,
Good girl.
4, 5, 6, 4, 5. Alright. So Gorkov manages to fly all the way across because he's a rogue, and rogues are like that.
They're both rogues.
Wesley, he actually, in case you're interested, Emily, because this is something you will event to do, he used cunning action to do a dash action as a bonus action.
Okay, so they're.
So you can run extra fast.
You basically can do triple your movement if you do nothing else but run instead of double. Gary is Nora. Alright, Nora, are you continuing on towards the thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not Nora. Yeah, Nora. And then you are moving in. And then pressure,
Yeah.
you're booking across.
I follow suit.
Okay. And you managed to make it. Roll reflex with advantage.
D20.
D20, yep. Add in your saving throws, there's a dexterity one. I call it reflex because that's a 4th edition
6. 5 and a 6.
All right.
Okay, so what's your dex saving throw?
I don't have any advantage.
Yeah, but what's the number next to it?
1.
1. So
So-
7 and 6. 6 and 7. All right.
And I get crossed.
And similar to Rowan, you dive into the hallway, but it clips you, and you take 2 on the way out.
That's not too terrible then.
Yeah.
The DM's hot dice stopped. Now he's rolling all ones.
Oh wait, hold up. I used Wesley's seat, sorry. Wesley, keep your seat here.
No.
It's right in front of him. It's
One
not
time.
his fault.
Yeah,
it's your
yeah.
fault for
I'm
using
sorry.
it.
Okay.
But you do have your mom there, so.
Okay, yes.
Her dex is plus 6.
Plus 6.
So 12.
12 is a significant difference. Alright, let me see what it's, DC 12 dexterity saving throw. Attacks get...
Good. Tie goes to the attacker. So
Yep, so you don't manage to, although it's much closer. But you still take the 1.
You take
Do I take 1 and 2?
1.
2, I'm sorry.
2.
Yeah, I said it was 2 before, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It has to be, because it's this one. And you guys do make it through.
Yay!
All the
we made it
hook
through
are
Photopia.
gone. You no longer hear that noise.
Now I don't
If
hear
they didn't attack us, I would let them stay. They seem friendly. Until they start. And they're like kicking us.
Alright. What would you like to do?
The foots are like my nose.
I assume continue on.
Yep.
It looks nice, but then there's sort of.
Do you want to take a break?
You can...
No, I'm saying like
It's 10 o'clock?
15 till.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. Alright, so we're going to take about a 10-15 minute break here. And we will be returning in a bit.
After, are we
Yeah.
gonna make the berries?
Yes.
May I have,
Yes!
We're gonna make Gary's berries.
we're gonna make...
Gary, you need to help us with the berries. So they can get berries,
Alright.
berries,
Do you
and
have
I'm going to
Yeah.
go ahead and mute us real quick. Again, thank you so much for everyone that's joining us and watching along. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll put it
So.
on.
And
Hello.
we're back.
Bye.
Thank you
Now with berries.
for
now with
waiting.
berries, and co.
Yep. We've got a little berry salad that Rowan made for us. It's fantastic. Homemade whipped cream. Just popped it together during the break. Alrighty. Now that we're refreshed, we can press on, I believe.
Get to the next group. Just out of morbid curiosity, how many healing potions do we have?
I have
2.
I
2
have
total?
One.
Yeah, plus the berries.
I have 1. It's
So,
right
and
there.
you guys can take a short rest, which is kind of just gathering your breath. It's about an hour of the day.
Sure, let's do it.
And that will let you spend a hit dice, which is what that number is.
Wesley, no. Wesley, no. Wesley, no.
What are you
You
doing?
almost hit the X.
I wasn't going to hit it.
Yeah, just shrink that down. Thanks, I appreciate
I
it.
was going to minimize.
Alright.
I wasn't.
So, you can take a short rest to heal up a bit. You basically can spend one of your hit dice and then roll whatever what the dice is for your hit dice and regain those hit points back if you want.
Wesley's got 1 lay on hands left.
Wesley
He's got 2
has
points.
a pool of lay on hands that he can use however he wants. He has 2 points left in it. You don't know that as a person.
Oh yeah, I'm just
But-
saying.
He has
I
used
didn't know it was- I
roughly
didn't know.
half of his capability for that right now.
Alright.
Let's take a short
Alright.
rest.
Are you-
No, let's just go in the next. Let's just keep
Everyone's
powering.
pretty much full health.
Okay.
So using the short rest now and using hit point dice, or hit point full dice, would be good.
Okay. I was just letting you know for your knowledge as
Mechanics.
players. Yeah, mechanically, because we're teaching the game that you don't have to ever.
Oh, wait, Renee doesn't have a spoon.
You had a spoon.
Where's your spoon? Do you have a spoon? We'll get a spoon. Wesley, be nice and give your guest a spoon.
I'll get it.
Alrighty.
I'm already out here.
So you take a rest, not in this room, but shortly off of the chamber where you don't believe the
Getting
giant
all of
foot
it.
monster can get you.
carrying color room?
Oh, that's right. You're not taking a short
Forward.
rest. I'm so sorry. You're not taking a short rest. All right. So do you guys press on?
Yes.
All right. And as you do, you start transitioning from these caves series. You come across the tunnel that you're following narrows down, and the roof comes down, and you see an opening ahead of you, where this tunnel seems to exit into something ahead.
Alright.
Honestly, it's for the people who try to come back here again, they're just gonna see a bunch of dead feet on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Wes.
Rather than seeing a
lead
bunch of
on.
live feet on the ground like we did.
Oh, it's gonna be just
We're
as creepy.
back in height. We're
Okay, so you're back in your marching order as you go. You come across this opening. Is there anything you want to do as you approach it?
I'll just walk
I checked for
up
traps.
into the room
Okay.
to see
Roll
what
perception.
it is.
It was an open room. Is there anything in it?
You are in a tunnel that is exiting into something, but you don't know what. The other open room was the foot room behind you. Everything else is tunnels. You can go ahead of the party and look to see what is ahead.
I walk into the room.
Okay, so you're going to lead on?
21.
Alright, 21. So you follow behind Nora as she is diligently checking for traps, keeping you safe. And you do not see anything. It seems to be clear. As you come across, you see where this tunnel system that you were in kind of went from semi-worked to it breaks through a wall of what looks to be like some sort of sewer system. And so the tunnel, you're kind of coming in from the side wall of this tunnel that curves above you. One way seems to be blocked with rubble. To the right, it seems to be open. You can follow along the sewer if you want. You don't see any other exits or other features. It's more of a sewer. You do hear a sound of water kind of trickling.
alright. Let's keep
We
on
have to charge in
going.
the water.
The water, so the ground kind of comes in, and then the last foot or so is a depression. There's a very slow trickle of debris in it. It smells not really foul like sewage, but it does smell of like water that's sat and has fungus and all that. You know, you've been around the
Musty.
Florida lake.
Will do.
Yeah.
We'll stay on the edge of the
Swamp
lip and not go in the water.
Okay.
Swamp smell.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Wait, can
let's
I go-
continue.
So
Wait,
Alright.
never mind.
you okay? So same order as before. Down this. Okay. As you're continuing down, you see there's little kind of pipes that kind of come into here, and they're leaking water into and crossing into the central path, but nothing like severe or large. Just little trickles from here and there. As the city's ancient, this must be some part of the ancient tunnel system and sewage system of this city that's been grown and added to over time. As you continue on, you start to hear the sound of water ahead quite a bit more loudly. You hear a bit of splashing and a little bit
Are we gonna meet alligators?
dripping. Would you like to meet alligators?
I prefer not to meet alligators.
Oh,
We have a
okay.
dragon kind. Isn't that close enough?
Yeah. Dad made an alligator on his game.
My Argonian in Elder Scrolls Online is an alligator, yes. Alright. And you're traveling along, and you see again that the chamber ahead of you opens up into a circular chamber. It's kind of domed overhead, not too high above the ceiling of this area. There's slime all over the ceiling, but there's ahead of you, you can see like a section where the slime is just cleared everywhere up to about 5 feet from the ground.
So,
So-
spider webs, dead bodies.
And you
smell,
see
and now
ahead
slime.
in this chamber, there seems to be a pool of liquid.
Can I
As you
taste?
come
So,
across
like, something slid into the cistern?
something, yeah, you can tell that like you're following a path that opens up
Like a
ahead.
giant
You can
snail.
hear and see water, and you can see that there's slime all the way across from every.
This is where Mage Hand would be handy.
I have Mage Hand what?
Mage hand a rope down to the slime?
No, we're not going into the slime.
We're right, we're not. The mage hand is.
Mage hand won't be able to detect anything.
To get a sample of the slime?
It is the next room, right? Here, let me see what I'm dealing with.
Give me a moment.
No problem.
Alright. So yeah, so you see this room that's opening up, worked walls, everything from like 5 feet up is just dripping slime and like fungus, or not fungus, but algae.
Mildew, slime.
Hanging from the walls, but everything that's ground high and up to about 4 or 5 feet is kind of like brushed off.
As if something big has come through here.
So, what would you like to do? You're right now in this order. Do you want me to rearrange it in any way?
No, we're good.
Okay.
I will walk up a little closer to the lake.
Guys, tie up together. Safety first. In case one of us goes slide into that water, we can pull each other out.
Yeah, tie a rope onto Leslie.
Are we gonna tie a rope down everyone?
On everyone, yeah.
Okay.
Tie a rope
Okay, so
around
you're doing
everyone.
like a chain of
Yeah.
ropes? Okay.
Like in kindergarten.
So you've got a 50-foot rope and about 50 or 5 of you, so you leave about 5-10 feet in between each person. Gorkov just kind of grabs onto one of you. Unless you want to tie him off as well, and then you leave about 5-6 feet.
We can use 2 ropes.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll be next
so you
to
have to
Gorkov.
stay within 10 feet of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have no more than a square in between anyone right now. So, Wesley, you wanted to move up?
Mm-hmm.
You can get to about there. And you can see that the chamber opens up. This section, you can see that it goes from shallow, with just a tiny lip, and it seems to get deeper as it goes into the center area.
Like a pool.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make perception.
I'm also going to do a nature check. Make sure none of this slime is malignant.
Okay.
Wait, what is the check?
You are making a perception check.
19.
19.
All of us?
No.
No.
No, just me.
He snuck up to the corner. Alright. You can tell that the water in the center is way darker than it kind of should be.
And then there must be something.
I'm
in
guessing
that.
I can't hide because there's a rope attached to me.
No.
Or
And you see a small ripple in the water.
is there air bubbles?
No.
Get away from the edge, because if you go in, we all go in if it pulls you down.
Yeah.
Well, now would be a good
Is
time
it like
for Mage Hand
squid or
to break
octopus
the...
or something? You don't know.
Let's get him away from the lip, so something doesn't tentacle out to him, and then I can use Mage Hand.
Okay, do that.
Okay.
Are you going to move back, Wesley?
Yes.
I'll move back and tell you guys that I saw a little ripple in the water, and in the middle there's something like black or
So,
How big?
you do have the option when you're... This is out of game. When you're discussing stuff like that, you can either say, my character says this, or you could say, use it as if you were that person. Say, Gary, there's something in there. Dragon. Well, and I should flame it.
I'm a dragon. There's something in there.
Hmm.
Help.
So, it's up to you how you want to approach your character and how you play it. That's one thing. So you come on back, let people know. What would y'all like to do?
Let's swap order so that Leslie's in back so he can hold us all, and then Jen can do mage hand.
Alright.
Jen can do mage hand.
We can do the complete reverse order now.
Okay. So you guys kind of work your way up through this tunnel so that
Yep.
Wesley's now in back. So we have last person tied before was Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
And then the
you're
goblin.
ahead, and then the goblin,
Then me, then Pressure, Gary, Leslie.
and then you, and Pressure, and Gary, and Wesley. So I'm gonna put you guys in somewhat order, just so that
Yep.
I can remember a bit. So, okay. And Nora, in the shuffle, you move ahead and you see this chamber, just like I described him, circular dome, all the stuff.
All that jazz.
Light. Pick up the stone. Light.
Light.
Give it to my mage hand. Have it go as far out as I can, and drop the light into the water.
Okay, so you cast light on like a stone or something.
Pebble. I figured there's gotta be something around.
All right.
A piece of slime that floats.
Don't.
I'll have the mage hand. I'll scoop up a bit of slime. It's not my hand. Drop the slime. Now I want something with a little bit of weight, like a stone. Nothing that would.
Is there an octopus or some like a fish or something?
And obviously, I'm looking to see what we can find.
All right.
I
So
have
your
a
mage hand comes
possibility,
flying
but
out in the
it's
middle of the
like-
pool, drops the stone in it. You see it sink down a foot, and then you see this
Oh, is that
kind
apple?
of green tentacle, yeah, like move around in the water, snatch it, and drag it down. And you no longer see the light. The light goes out.
Alright.
I
anticipating
I
that
knew it would be some type
we would not
of
be able to.
tentacles for long.
Yeah, there's always tentacles in pools of water, isn't there?
I see
Not
that there's a little.
puddles.
Not in puddles, but in pools.
I see that there's.
This?
No,
Good.
not that you can
Let
tell.
me see.
Is it it? It does not matter.
Can we slide around the?
That's what I was
Based off
asking.
the length of the tentacle, I don't think so. 10-foot reach.
That's what you see.
That will get to us no matter where we go.
Will it though?
Yeah.
Then again, it didn't go out control is right in the middle of the pool. Maybe we can try to inch our
You
way
should
around.
try it again and put it like near the lip of the pool, see if they'll try to get it.
Okay.
No, if we continue to agitate it. Well, yeah, you're right. Let's figure out how
Let's-
far
yeah.
it can go.
And Gary, go ahead and roll a history check with advantage.
History check with advantage. That is.
Great. They don't have alligators in the
I
sewer.
got
They have
A
squids.
6 and a 17.
All right. As you've been a long-term water Davian, or at least around its areas, you recall there was an ambitious mass lord of Waterdeep decades ago. You heard a story of where they tried to set up a gate to the demi-plane of filth, and dumped the city's waste into it. He had heard that it was a failed experiment, and the city closed all the gates to the plane. But you think this matches the description of A, what they were built like, and B, what the consequences were that caused them to shut it down.
Yeah, this is a planner gate, guys. We need to sneak around it.
What are planning gates?
A gates to another plane?
Yeah, plane. There's multiple planes of existence. There's
We know.
the... Okay.
This thing exists.
This is
Whenever
a
in a
gate.
previous roleplay, one of the previous D&D thing, somebody went to the plane
Yeah.
because they died.
Alright.
The
So, knowing what I know, is there a good chance that we can get around it without getting close to it?
It doesn't help you with that, per se.
All
You
right.
still have to figure out a way around it. Like,
Saying, can we just creep around the outside of the rim of the thing and...
you can give it a shot, see what that
All right,
does.
let's
it's
try
up to
it.
y'all.
Well, I'm gonna... If nobody else is gonna try it, I'll try it.
Well, if you try, we all try.
Alright.
We're roped together.
Yep.
All for one, or
Okay, so
All
currently
for
as
one.
it stands, it's either Wesley the Dragonborn leading or Rowan leading.
what's Dragonborn?
I would say Rowan.
Okay. 100% chance of finding a trap.
There you go.
Just skirt the close.
They put a rope
no, wait,
around
wait,
you
wait.
so they can pull you
My
back out.
previous
No, my-
nature thing.
Wait, I
Your
got an
previous-
idea.
You're
You
what?
did you. Before I said, is the algae on the outside of the walls, or is it malignant? And I rolled like a 14 on nature.
Oh, nature. It's a slime from a sewage.
But nothing
It's-
like green jelly.
There's probably
Ochre
like
jelly.
a Surgeon General warning somewhere.
Yeah, probably should eat it. Alright, yeah, so the wall is safe to touch if we need to.
Then
But-
don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
Why would we eat it?
You mean this isn't dipping sauce for Gary's berries?
Let's make the attempt.
So,
Alright.
all right. So
And
you're going ahead.
sneak to the best of our abilities.
All right.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Sneak.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, do I?
I would like you,
Oh, yay.
Rowan, to make a stealth check.
Do I
12.
also?
You will eventually. I'll tell you when. Okay, so 12.
Oh, I didn't.
All right. I'm just looking up some stats here. You know, I don't actually know offhand the perception of the tentacles. Right? It's
Right,
weird.
are you still awake?
Well, perception is based off of wisdom, right?
Perception is based off of intelligence.
No, passive wisdom perception.
Oh, okay.
So, I have a wisdom of 11, no bonus, and my
Mhm.
passive is 10. If that helps you kind of think about how wise the tentacle is.
I see.
So it's a base of 10 plus your bonus for passive,
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what'd you roll?
12.
Okay. Alright. And then attached to you is Gorkov. Alright. Who else is gone?
It's,
Well, actually, after
And it's
them,
me.
you move on in. You're sneaking around the edges. Go ahead and roll.
22. Wait, what are we doing?
Wait, what's
Stealth?
stealthing?
Yeah.
Yeah, 22.
Alright.
Ow, I stubbed my toe. +2, and then stuff is it back, so 2, 2, 4.
Alright. So you, after Nora is
Pressure.
Pressure. Go ahead.
Dirty 24, I already rolled.
Okay. You're good. And Gary?
Here's. Oh no! I got a 19 plus 1 is a dirty 20.
Alright. And then Wesley the Dragonborn, you're following.
15.
15, alright. So you
Plus
guys-
your skill.
That was with it.
Oh, okay.
Alright. And Rowan, I'd like you to make one more. So you guys cross around the halfway point. So far, so good. This trail. Go ahead.
1.
Oh!
Gorkon. Alright. This is actually Pressure. Pressure's ahead of you. I get the blue haired girls. Is this one?
I'm blue haired girl.
Yeah.
There's two of them.
I'm blue haired girl, she's blonde haired good.
Okay, so it's blonde haired girl with a blue hair around her blonde hair.
Yes, she has a hairpiece.
Yes.
Well,
I'm
not a
supposed-
hairpiece, but a...
Background or something.
I'm supposed-
Yes.
Alright, so we're
I'm
rolling.
Anyways, this and this look remarkably similar. Go ahead.
I'm supposed
Roll.
to be in front of her. Yeah,
You are supposed to be in front of her. Okay.
because I am small. 12.
Pressure, go ahead and roll. This is for the second part of the room as you sneak around.
Oof.
8.
You did better than me.
Gary?
I have my hand on the wall. I touch an extra
3.
squishy smart.
Alright, and Wesley.
Is it stealth?
Stealth, yep, stealth.
14.
14. Who rolled under 10?
And Renee.
Okay.
No, Emily, you rolled like a 12.
You rolled, yeah, you rolled quite high.
I rolled a natural
Where's
1.
my D? Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
No,
1, 2, 3.
well, yeah, 1, 2, 3.
I ignored the 4s. 3. Pressure. As you are coming around, you guys aren't quite so sneaky, and the tentacle lashes out from the pool, wraps itself around your leg, starts pulling you in. You are dragged into right to the edge of the water. The water is up to about your calf as it's pulling on your leg hard. You guys have the rope attached and you instinctively start pulling back. I would like you to make
we were kind of prepared for this.
a
really.
strength check with advantage.
Okay.
Not you, her.
Hey, Rotten, are you still
Wes.
waiting?
Wesley, you don't need to roll.
Go. I got an 18 and my strength is 1, so 19.
19. All right. So you, with the help of Nora and Gary, along with the others anchoring the rope, yank out of this the grasp of this. You no longer it is now aware of you.
How much?
It is for the first person. You're about 10 feet from. Go ahead and move the picture down.
Will do.
So yeah, this basically curves around and it mirrors it this way, going this way.
But there's
So you're
a
about-
room out.
There
A
is
way
a way out. Sorry, yeah, I didn't describe it as you came in.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Go that way so we can see the way
Can you
out.
move that out?
But Rowan is 5 feet away. Yeah. Rowan's 5 feet away. Go, go, go. Just don't even fight. Run.
The closest
Run,
one
run,
is 10.
Yeah.
10 feet away.
And you're the first
And
one.
the furthest then is 40.
So we move. All of us run. Go, go, go.
And I would like everyone to make a wisdom check.
Alright.
Is this against a spell?
No, it is not against the spell.
I don't know nothing. No, I'm looking.
Saving throws versus spells.
It is against panic,
10.
but it's not a spell induced.
Okay.
14.
10.
5? Okay.
14.
Who's under 10?
I'm exactly at 10.
You're at 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at 11, if that makes a
All right.
difference.
So, in the panic, as you guys are all tied together, Rowan and Gorkov take off, but the others basically start used to trying to book it with while being attached to others in a slime field. So, the ones that didn't roll above a 10, you guys are kind of slowing the group down. The last 3, which is Wesley, Gary, and Pressure, are still in the room.
Alright. Keep on. We're just gonna go.
Okay. Wesley, make a reflex save. Is it dexterity save, please?
Okay.
Natural 20.
+1.
Alright.
Eh.
So you're the last one to come out as this tentacle again rears back.
He's all like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Just.
And hooks onto your shield as you're running. And you twist it out of the way and evade it and dive into the hallway.
Can you get this rope off of us?
There, I saved you all now.
Alright.
If we are far enough in that we're not gonna get pulled in, Wesley's not gonna get pulled in, yes, we will take this rope off of us.
You start seeing signs of debris again and all that on the hallway
The
around.
tentacle grows feet.
It's a long fish. Okay, untie the ropes.
Okay.
Sorry, I really am on the DM side at all times.
I'm actually gonna keep one of the
Oh,
ropes.
this tentacle has power world kill.
Really?
Imagine
We're
that.
not. There's no need for us to be roped together. That will hinder our fighting.
No, not keep it. Not like
I'm not
that.
gonna throw the rope away. No, whoever gave the rope, we give the rope back to the person who has it. So everyone but Gary, because Gary left his rope at the entrance, still has rope. We just untie it.
I don't have a rope.
You want my feet?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Then whoever gave the rope got it back.
Who gave the rope?
I gave one.
You gave the rope?
I gave one.
There we go.
There.
Quick, sit up. Alright.
Alright.
So you
Continuing
guys
on.
exit out from the pool with the planar visitor.
Reorganize ourselves back right way.
Reorient you into a travel mode. And again, you're now in workstone sewers, but not like unfinished. It's actually designed and built by some sort of sentient being.
Is there any street access at this point?
Not that you can tell, there's been no access. If you want to roll survival.
12 plus 1, 13-ish?
Okay.
13, I'm sorry, 14.
Kind of tracking the tunnels and just general elevation changes, you think you're actually lower than what would be considered the sewers
Street level?
today.
Okay, cool.
So you've got like the street level, then sewers, you think you're below there, maybe an older version or something.
Alright, let's continue on.
Alright. So you guys are following, we're no longer in like sewer tunnels, where there's water dripping and all that. We are in kind of just worked hallways, some sort of maintenance or something like that, a shaft system. And as you followed along, there haven't been any branches that are accessible. There's one or two that pop off left and right. There's a collapse, blocking it, that sort of thing. You may be able to work your way through them, but it's pretty obvious that the people you're tracking didn't go that way recently.
Can we see still tracks of people we're looking for?
You can follow a bit. You do see kind of signs that there's someone went through like the algae infested bit that you just passed through. And you come across what looks initially like a dead end ahead.
I'm guessing Rotten isn't awake anymore. I asked
Possibly
twice.
not. Oh, are you where are you messaging? Because I'm not receiving it here.
No, just out.
Oh, you asked. Oh, okay. Verbally.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can let him sleep. He needs to sleep.
It's okay.
Where was it? Oh, yes. So initially it looks like it dead ends. As you approach, you
West.
see that it actually doesn't dead end, but the hall continues about 20 feet up. You see an opening. Looking around underneath, you see that what bit of dirt and dust, you have a pool of water, and then you have this kind of about a jug about this size, and then kind of off to the side, you have a large like shield.
Oh. So check around for somebody hiding behind the shield?
The shield's flat on the ground,
Oh.
so you can pick it up and see if there's anything underneath it.
Let's
Alright.
take the shield.
Korkov, do you recognize the shield?
No,
Okay.
Is it City
Aaron
Watch?
didn't carry a shield.
City Watch?
Okay, so
Turning it over, you do see the crest of the City Watch on one face,
Alright.
on the front face.
okay, who wants a shield here?
No, so you can pick up the shield.
No one else can use a shield but you, but we don't need it if you already have one unless it's better than yours.
It must be. I don't know.
It's one of the guard.
Anyway,
It has the good seal on it, so I think it would be better.
so we got a jug of water.
It's like a fairly fancy like container, like a vase with a handle, stoppered top.
Alright, and no other way out of the room.
It looks like somebody died in Minecraft
No.
and lost a building.
You can see that the faint footprints that you've been following, and there's two distinct sets, have a end here.
And
Well,
there's
they
no
could go up on
corpses.
top.
They go up
though.
to where that kind of puddle and the picture and all that was, and then they stop.
Hmm.
They could
There
have,
are no corpses that you can tell.
but the wall is scalable,
Potentially scalable, yeah.
so they could have gone up there. So they just reached a dead end. They could be up there or not. I'm gonna
Check the
investigate
pool.
the.
The pool?
Emily?
Why me?
Because
You
you're
can
the
check the
thief?
traps.
Check the
What are you
pool.
checking? The pool? It's not. It's just like dirty, muddy bit. It was around.
So it's not big enough for anybody to hide in?
No, it's
there's
not. It's not like a lake or a pond or a pool. It's just
Puddle.
there was water and
And now
there's
it's
a
dried
little
up.
bit, around this kind of
Is it bloody?
thing. Just regular water, as you can tell. There's no sign of like red tinting or anything like that.
I'm confused.
I investigate the jug.
Check for secret doors.
You want to investigate the
I'm
jug?
gonna investigate the jug.
Okay. Are you touching it, grabbing it? What
Can
are
you see through it, but you can't?
It's not see-through. No, it's like clay,
like a Stanley Cup
fire
thing.
Shake it?
Yeah, like you would imagine, like a Greek vase that held
Yeah.
like olive oil or something like that, but big.
Shake it?
It's probably like a foot-ish.
Leslie, take
So
that
it's
shit.
waist.
You shake it and you hear it sloshing back and forth. Go ahead and roll nature.
I check for traps.
17?
17. You smell salt water.
Okay.
Drink it.
It smells fishy now. It's not.
Your check, what was your roll for traps? I knew.
I didn't know.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception as you investigation. Sorry, as you look around to see if there's anything that's trapped.
I only have a 1 for investigation and perception.
Is it?
19.
19. Okay.
That'll do.
Difference.
That's what's happening.
19. You do not see anything that appears to be a trap or like a trigger for a trap or anything like that. There's no obvious spikes or holes or gnome-sized
Accoutrement.
devices.
I'm going
You think you could throw a
to.
gnome through and trigger a trap?
I'm going to check for secret doors.
That's a trap.
No, that's.
So you were looking at the jug.
Does it stop moving when I stop moving as it would be, or does it feel like there's
The
something
slosh?
in the water or moving
Yeah, it's a
the
jug of
water?
water. You can feel it's water.
Well, yeah,
inside
I know,
of it.
but there could be something inside the water that's making clanking
do you hear a
sounds.
clank? No, you don't hear any
Or
clanking of
When I
something.
stop slishing, does it come settle naturally, or is something inside of it moving?
Seems like it.
Okay.
So you do notice that there are like scrawling marks around the rim.
Oh, can I do an Arcana check to see if I know if it's like magic runes?
You can.
Okay. Things like to get and 8.
8. Okay. Go ahead with advantage given your background.
7.
7. Sweet. So you can tell that they are what seem to be magical runes. But you're not really sure what they mean.
Hey Gary, look at this. Before I open the stopper, I don't want to turn into a fish. I've been a snake. I've been a zombie. I'm still Dago Green.
Arcana?
We still
Arcana,
have
yeah.
that fun through.
7.
Okay. So you know just about the same. As she hands it to you, though, you happen to see the bottom of it. You see some words written in common.
What's it say?
There are 3 words. One of them says stream, one says fountain, and one says geyser.
Ha ha ha! I know what it is out of character now. Alright,
Teacher
well,
says
can you mage hand a rope to the up there?
Rope is it? It's 20 feet, so 30. But I don't. It's nothing. It's going to be able to tie onto anything.
It's a sewer grate, right?
No, it's just an
Just a
open
hole.
hallway above you.
Yeah.
I have bearings and a rope. I can probably make a contraption. The dragon barn can probably jump up there.
Yeah. Does anyone have a grappling hook?
Jump 30 feet?
20
No.
feet. A grappling hook.
away!
No. Why would people have a grapple?
No, I only have
But
like
is there a long enough staff in the room?
I have Wesley's old sword.
That'll just
How big's
cut
the hole?
rope.
It's as if a regular, like 10-foot hallway was 20 feet above you, and there's just a wall. So a wall, and then it continues on. It's like a square opening that you can see.
It's like this.
Oh, so it's that way. It's not directly above us.
Oh, I
It's
have an
directly
idea.
above you. It's like if you walked up to the wall, you'd have
I have an idea.
20 feet of wall,
I have an idea.
and then you can see it continue. And
It's-
the ceiling arcs.
It's
I have
as
an
if the
idea.
tunnel shifted 20 feet straight up or 20 feet straight down.
Oh, okay, like
I
an
have an-
earthquake.
I have an
Alright.
idea. Okay, so you can like fire on anything, right?
Lights.
Fire. Light. He can
Yeah.
create
I can't
Non-
create fire, but
heat-based light.
And fiber. I need like a little small fire so you can like put Wesley's old sword on top of it. I have a hammer, you can like shape it into like a hook. I can tie it.
You wouldn't be able to
You have a
get fire
grappling
burn
hook.
enough.
You don't need to ruin a sword for it.
Yeah.
Well,
But you do have a grappling
I can't
hook?
use a sword. No one can use Wesley's old sword.
Well,
You can use the longsword.
Anyway, if there's a
If you
grappling
can
hook,
use a rapier, you can use the
She
longsword.
can. She's not very good at it. It's not. She's not proficient. in
Yeah.
those. Those are martial weapons.
Grappling hook, mage hand, hook.
No, that's
Okay.
had been rope.
Climb.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
type of rope.
So, do you want to give it a shot?
Okay.
Okay. So.
See, I was envisioning in
I don't
my
have
head
anything.
like there's a hole above us, like there's another sewer, and the bottom of that floor fell out. So,
Mage hand. See if we can get the grappling hook to go catch on the side of the
Okay.
find purchase.
Just give me one moment. Let me see how
What
heavy
did you
grappling
say?
hooks are
as you
here.
said,
Yeah, because I can only lift 10 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Maybe better just have Wesley sling it up there.
You can do so with the mage hand.
Okay. Then we'll attempt to do it with the mage hand.
Okay. So the mage hand floats up with a hook. You guys attach a rope to it, and it seems to kind of set it up. You can see that the
What
first
kind
couple
of
tries,
backwards? Attach a low rope to the hook. And
it
then
lets go and the hook falls.
Uh-huh.
It like scrabbles, but then it gets up there and hooks in.
Wesley, jump and hang off the rope, see if it'll take your weight.
Don't fall!
He's not
It's-
jumping high!
You shouldn't have to jump at all. It's 50 foot of rope and a 20-foot thing.
Yes, but if it's not in a good enough purchase, it's gonna come off when
You're
he...
making this unnecessarily complicated.
Alright, then the heaviest one, if it comes on down, that's fine. Wesley, climb on up. Without testing to see if you have a strong enough...
Would you like to climb up the
Grapple.
rope? It's up
Yeah,
to you.
I'll try.
It's your character. Okay. Alright. So you kind of get in there. You can see the mage hand is kind of done its job and it sets until you get all of your weight off, and then the hook slides off the edge.
And you go falling into oblivion.
And you land a little bit roughly on your haunches, but you don't take any damage. You aren't falling from high enough.
Throw the gnome.
Throw me. I'm only like 5 inches taller than her. Just throw me.
It's a big 5 inches. Tie a rope to the gnome and throw it.
Throw me.
Like, I'm gonna be able to...
We're the same weight. It's only height that's different.
No, flow table!
Table,
No, it's
throw
artificial
me.
gnome testing.
We're the same weight. I'm just a little taller than her. Just throw me.
Yeah, and
She
you
had
hit
it
your
up.
head and get a concussion.
You want to the table? I'd rather
Do you
have
mention
you
anything
on the
about those
table.
words to anyone?
No.
Okay.
I keep the decanter.
Okay.
What
It's
is
big,
it?
though. It's a foot tall.
It's
That's okay.
large. You can hook it to your belt or that sort of thing.
Sling it over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take the bowl.
You guys do see something scrawled on the
table.
bottom as he slings it around.
Oh, what does
I'm
it
not
say?
hiding it.
So
What's on the bottom of the base?
Word.
do you show him?
What
Or?
did
Yeah,
it
Sean.
say?
Yeah.
Do you remember what I said?
Geyser.
Okay.
Geyser fountain.
Geyser, stream,
Fountain.
geyser, and fountain.
But
What
please,
does it mean?
please refrain from saying these words.
Why?
Because they may be command words. This might be
This
magical.
thing is magical.
Go ahead and roll
Can I use
Arcana.
Can I use
Do you
it?
have detect
I have
magic?
detect magic as a spell.
You do.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I thought you said nobody had detect magic. in
No,
I
you
have
said
detect
she
magic.
didn't. I didn't remember that she did.
And a book and a boom.
Okay, so it's a first level spell. You have 2 of them, but you can cast it. It goes for 10 minutes. Did bards have ritual casting?
They can.
But they don't naturally.
They do. They use their weapon. Their
That's
instruments.
their focus. Ritual casting is the ability to use certain
Yes,
spells
Ah.
whenever you want, but it takes 10 minutes rather than an action like in combat.
Oh,
I
so
honestly,
you
I
don't
don't
use
know.
a spell slot.
So
Then
you can do
if do it
identify and stuff like that, but
without a spell slot.
some casters are ritual casters and some casters are not.
I do not. know.
Warlocks and sorcerers are not ritual casters. Give me a moment here.
And then, if I remember correctly, you don't use a spell slot, right? Is that what you're looking
That's
for?
correct. Yeah, you don't use the spell slot.
Nice back of your head, Wesley.
So
You don't use a spell slot?
No, we're looking. And I
we're
guarantee-
looking. Yeah, you may.
It's to be decided.
So that's fine. Do you understand what we're talking about with ritual casting?
Yeah.
Okay. It's possible your ranger can do it as well for your other game.
Maybe.
I'm sure anybody can with a feat.
There is a ritual caster feat, yes. Okay.
Yes. No.
You can cast any bard spell you know as a ritual. Yes. You do have ritual casting as a bard.
Okay.
So you guys have the option. She can spend a spell slot, or she can spend 10 minutes.
I'm
Just spend 10 minutes.
We got all the time in the world.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, we don't because we're looking for somebody.
We're having. Yeah.
And we're also trying to climb up the wall, so...
It's fine. 10 minutes will be okay.
Okay.
While we're doing that, somebody can be attempting to climb the wall.
I'll attempt to try.
Who's got the highest... Who is the most athletic?
It's gonna be Nora.
Alright.
I am
just
0 athletics.
Playing my flute.
I have
It does take
5.
concentration to maintain.
I have
Yes.
So that's
5.
10 minutes
I have 5.
for your...
I have 5 acrobatics, but I have 0 athletics.
Okay. So, actually, the Dragonborn's best.
Alright, there you go.
I'm playing my
Tie the
flute
rope on
and
the Dragonborn and have him go up the wall.
Alright, so you cast Detect Magic. Things that glow that you can see. The sword that you guys had found, with the skulls and the pirate flags and the skeletal hands at the hilts, that glows. And the decanter glows as magical.
Wait, so what?
And it glows. One of the parts of Detect Magic is it will tell you what school of magic it is. And it is a conjuration. It glows with a conjuration energy.
Okay. So.
What's conjuration?
It means that it creates stuff.
From nothing.
It conjures.
What?
I think it conjures water. And I think it conjures it in different amounts. A trickle, and then more forceful with 3 levels of force. I'm thinking with the shield, and someone sitting on the shield who's small. maybe
Again,
we
you're
can
making things unnecessarily complicated.
water elevator up to the top.
You're making it
Me.
unnecessarily
No,
complicated.
Mom.
No, I'm not.
Rope.
With.
Let the
You're
Dragonborn
gonna get
climb.
knocked unconscious. Mom can get knocked unconscious. She already has, probably, at one
Okay.
point in her life.
Just let me do it, please.
Okay, but they don't. He doesn't. We're not experimenting with it at this time. You're going to attempt to climb.
I
Yes,
have
your time to
the
shine.
Athletics, so I'll try.
Okay. Roll your athletics.
Roll high. Renee, give him inspiration.
That's gonna be a D20.
7.
7.
Give him
So
inspiration. Let him roll that
He's
other
already
D6.
rolled.
we have not said the effects,
Okay, so if you succeed.
which is typically when you can use it, but because we're not in combat, we don't have to worry about it.
Would
It
you
doesn't
like to
mean
do
to succeed.
Bardic Inspiration?
Do you know what Bardic Inspiration does?
Yes.
You'll have to explain to your fellow players.
So it basically means that you roll a D6, and you add the D6 to your roll. You can't do it after you know what the results are, though. So if it's looking down, then
Pressure does something that inspires you to either an attack or a skill better, and you can add.
She starts singing and
Hey.
you want to get away from her.
Even when you are inspired towards martial glory and the glory of the Dragonborn, well, fortunately you don't make it up.
Can I try? I'm trying.
So, and as you do, like, you can see that the edge is starting to, that you were hooking onto with the grappling hook, is crumbling each time and letting go.
can I try?
No, I thought we'd just climb the walls.
That's what he's trying it with a rope. It still isn't working.
Gotcha.
I want to try. Okay.
Miss Athletics with disadvantage. Now.
Natural 20.
Roll again.
With disadvantage, which means you roll again, you take the lowest.
I know.
Sorry. I know, it's a natural 20. We love it.
15.
And lands it in the whipped
You don't,
cream.
but you don't have a. Did you add your athletics
I
score
don't
to it?
have athletics.
You don't
Yes, you
have
have
any
athletics.
athletics.
I have
No, athletics
acrobatics.
is a strength-based thing.
Okay.
Running, jumping, climbing trees.
I have-
Acrobatics is dodging, tumbling,
Yeah.
stuff like
Falling.
that. Hand standing on your head.
Mm-mm.
Dodging, tumbling, standing on your head.
Jim.
Running, jumping, climbing trees.
Gymnastics.
Yeah.
You nearly get there, but then fall back into Wesley's waiting arms.
Can I try again?
More the edge crumbles
You were
away.
saying?
Can someone throw me? You throw me.
Wesley's stronger.
You throw me.
No, for the gnome.
No, we're the same way. Really different.
No,
Throw it,
not.
Wesley. Roll your dice. Quit wrestling with your sister.
For the gnome. For the gnome.
Are you throwing
No.
someone?
Me.
No, the gnome.
Me.
Okay.
The gnome.
So that will be 14.
14. Okay. Roll acrobatics.
Yeah.
15.
15. Alright, so he picks you up, heaves you up. You go to where the top of your head's about 8 feet from the ground and you face plant into the wall. You're able to dodge away without hurting yourself. But a dragonborn can't toss a wood elf 20 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Throw gnome.
But
Do
no,
you
you
want?
can't toss
All right,
me
we'll try.
20
We'll
feet
try
either.
the. We'll
Why,
try
you're
the.
smaller.
The Shield Express?
Can someone use, like, can I just, like, can I, like, use, like, dirt and try to climb up like that?
You've done everything. You've used proper climbing gears and still didn't manage. What you're trying to hook
Wesley.
onto is basically crumbling away every time
Will
you
you
put weight
hold
on it.
this shield? Both hands, please. Sit crisscross applesauce in the shield. Gary.
Geyser.
Alright. So, you set the decanter down where it was, unpop it, shield, Wesley's holding it steady.
As soon as you feel it push, let go.
Alright. It, let me pull up
I want to try. What?
Alright, as you do so, giant stream of water, the decanter starts to shake, comes up, and pushes the shield. Make a
I believe I can feel
dexterity saving throw.
Who, Wes?
No, me.
She's right.
So I don't get smushed into the ceiling. 12.
She
All right.
gets closer to the ceiling.
12? Okay,
Yeah.
you managed, it's not so much going at ceiling, it'll actually only push you up about 15 feet.
Oh.
So, but 15 feet plus the height of the decanter is 1 foot, plus your height is 3 feet. You're now at 19 feet. You're 1 foot away from the edge.
Okay.
Have me
You
try.
can
have
jump
me try.
So you can jump and you make yourself up. You kind of scramble your way up.
Have me try. I might be able to make it as well.
Well, now we can throw her a rope and she can just hold it.
I
You-
can't hold.
Yeah, she can't
and
hold a whole
have
dragon
him
form.
pull me up. I weigh
Dragon
50
drink.
pounds. He weighs 300 pounds. I cannot hold 300 pounds.
But we put ourselves up in increments.
just wait.
I still can't hold 300 pounds.
That is fine logic.
No.
Have me
All right.
throw me up.
Who's the next low? No,
Me.
don't throw anybody.
So that the guy's
I throw you the rope.
So after about
Lower
6
the
seconds,
rope.
the geyser
Yeah,
goes
but
down
she can't hold
and the shield
us.
comes down with it.
She can hold you.
And a trickle of water kind of drains down behind where you guys came from.
All right.
Why not use the shield again?
Because it's a dexterity save every time. Emily, just climb the rope.
Is
Now
there
you
any
have-
place I can tie the rope off up on top?
No.
Okay.
It's a-
around
it's-
yourself?
I mean, it's a
sit
smooth
down.
chamber.
You said you're the same weight.
No, we're not.
No, Wood Elf does
Wait.
not weigh what her gnome does. You can tell us from looking. She's about 60 pounds.
I got
She's
an
about
idea.
35.
All right.
Dad is
I
fine.
will.
No.
I
Send the goblin up then.
Gorkov basically gets on the shield, pulls the stopper, and says geyser. Goes up.
No. All right. If we're
He
doing that,
scrambles
then.
up.
I go.
And then
I do
6
the
seconds later, the shield comes down.
Well,
I sit on the. I have Wesley hold the shield. I sit on it. I say Geyser.
Okay.
No.
You make it up. You're able to balance yourself with Gorkov and Rowan helping you as you get towards the edge of the stream. It's kind of, when you get up to the top, the shield's kind of shaking as you try to keep the center. The guys are on there, but they're able to help you.
Well,
And you manage your way up.
what I do is...
I do is Wesley get on.
Wait,
I'm going to go next.
is there anything that I can leave behind on here? So I
Why do you
can put underneath the thing so I can... so it'll be higher and I can get up there.
I think if you.
See, if you hold the shield.
Since you're taller than them, it's even easier for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to even reach up to get to it. Like,
Okay.
so. Alright?
And we all take our turn.
Sweet.
How much do you weigh?
Like 300 pounds, he said.
He's shy of 7 feet. I'm guesstimating in.
How do I know where that is?
I think we put it over here. Maybe we didn't. That must be on a separate page. Alright.
Oh no.
You're 7 foot.
I know.
You are
I know what it is.
the geyser.
Wait, 84.
No, that's his weight of what he's carrying.
So he's carrying
So the
200 pounds
geyser
of weight.
pushes you up, only manages 3 or 4 feet, and then comes down.
Oh, we got ourselves a situation, folks.
Well, with all of us up here, now there's enough weight to brace against the Dragonborn.
So basically exactly what I said, except a little harder.
We had to
We
get enough
lower a
people
rope.
up here.
Okay. So all of you guys get up.
No.
You manage with
Sometimes I'm right.
to brace. And Wesley, do you want to use the geyser again to help come up with their assistance of the rope, or do you want to just climb it?
What I'll do is I'll ride the geyser and then after it's done I'll climb up the rope so I'll be a little
But it
higher.
doesn't work that way. The geyser's not quite strong enough to lift you, but with them taking the weight off with the rope, you're able to make it.
Okay, then I'll do
And as you
rope.
do, 6 seconds later, the shield and the water spout stops. The shield comes down and clatters off to the side.
We take the decanter though, right?
It's still down there.
Mage hand.
Uh-huh.
Retrieve the decanter because it's 20 feet below me.
And it weighs 2 pounds. Okay. So your mage hand grabs the decanter and picks it up. Takes it with you.
And the lid's on the decanter. If not, I will set
Yeah.
it back down and get the lid.
Every time the stream or whatever ends, the lid...
I had that figured out.
You have the decanter.
No.
You can have the decanter.
If I tie it to my waist, it's going to drag on the ground.
No, fair enough. Alright.
Then it'll go kaplooey.
Alright, continuing on.
Alright. It is now 11 p.m. Do you guys want to continue?
Yes.
It's up to y'all.
What's that? Pause it?
We can end the game here. It's 11.
Alright, so okay, we're ending it.
Okay.
Okay, then.
So, with that, you guys have managed to...
Beat the puzzle of unpuzzleness.
Out of this, I got pieces of leather and.
Alrighty, folks. So, that is the end of our session for today.
And
So-
especially thank you, Ron and Roller, for joining us this time because we haven't had someone join us before.
Yeah, thank you, Rotten Roller. You're first.
So, may I have the keyboard?
Here you go.
Alright, and pretty much planning next Saturday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern. Please join us, get the word out. Check out the YouTube and the Facebook. We have videos on either. So
YouTube is
watch
not
those. I have a special episode that I'm working on, which is like the pre-us where Nora and Wesley went on a little soul adventure to get them their feet wet in D&D. As Jen and Mike are both long-term veteran players, and Renee has played a bit before as well. So, again, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Involuntary Interns, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.